Right.
Holy shit.
Holy is all I can say to it up is holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit. All right. So we are live.
Welcome to our vacuum sealed container where nobody can.
This
Airtight.
is
We only have
this
about
is-
45
only
minutes
with
worth
central
of air.
air. Yeah.
This shit is fucking nuts, man.
Yeah. It's
Don't really know.
it's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna go take a hand sanitizer shower.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look like what's his name, Danny DeVito on.
Oh no!
I just want to be clean.
I love it.
Just wriggling around.
I love it. Anyways, welcome everyone. So we're doing it a
Hi.
little bit different today.
Mhm.
A little bit.
So this will be kind of a longer recording. This is going to be our live episode mixed in with our actual podcast episode, because shit's crazy right now. For one, it's technically our St. Patrick's Day special. So we're like, hey, we might as well go
Happy
live.
holidays.
Yeah, cheers. We might as well go live for everyone. And also with all of this new crazy shit coming out with the whole sorry, with like the coronavirus stuff. So we actually have like the news on in like a little panel here to watch.
Yeah.
Shit's getting real out here, boys.
Yeah,
like
it's kind of scary actually.
It's sounding like there's going to be some big old shutdowns around here. I mean, Illinois shut all their major bars and restaurants and everything down. New York just announced that they're shutting down basically everything, except for necessities. This is write this one in your history books, because this is going to be a wild ride. You're not going to see this happen again, I don't think.
What's that say?
So, what do you say? Toilet paper won't save you. True that, dude.
Amen,
Toilet
man.
paper
No.
will not save you in this one. So yeah, welcome. Welcome to the episode. I had stuff planned, and now
I think we're just gonna roll with it for
I
today.
just
You know,
really
we're
don't
just gonna
know.
interact with this because
Yeah.
we're just dumbfounded.
We're
with this
just
whole
this is
situation.
just insane. Definitely all of New York should have been shut down decades ago. You're not wrong. So yeah, definitely for everyone out there, if you're not paying attention, the White House is going to be doing a briefing at about 2:30 today Central Standard Time, and unconfirmed as of now.
Yeah, but the rumor is.
But the rumor is that there's going to be a nationwide quarantine for all citizens. So stock up on whatever you need. Shit's gonna get real really quickly out there. We saw how crazy it got with just the toilet paper, of people buying toilet paper and water and everything like that. And that was before anything was publicly announced with shutdowns. And now that people are doing shutdowns and all these states are doing shutdowns, be prepared for it to get even more hectic, in my opinion.
We kind of touched base on this a little bit before. We kind of made the decision to do the live episode. It's not so much the virus, because there are a lot of things that, you know, are maintainable, and you can protect yourself for this virus, which in reality isn't something that is going to kill you outright.
Right.
This
Not
isn't
necessarily, no.
not necessarily. With it within a certain margin, you will obviously get those effects.
Yeah.
But this isn't. I don't think this is one of those scenarios where the virus is going to be the issue.
No, I honestly, okay. So from the point of view, from what I've heard, I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now, a lot of false information being put out and everything like that as well. The biggest thing that people need to realize, and this is what I think the local governments are trying to prevent, they're not worried about the death. They're not, I mean, they are, but they're not worried as much about the death rate of this, because that's what everybody keeps saying, like, oh, the death rate's so low, like the flu kills so many more people. That's not what it is, guys. What the problem with it is that this is a relatively new virus that's coming into play, and its infection rate is so high already in its infancy that's what they're afraid of. Because I mean, the CDC just came out with a projection.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the people's reaction, 100%. The
Absolutely.
people kill more people than the virus will.
Yeah.
But the problem is that when you have this outbreak like this, you see very quickly, you're going to see how feeble the healthcare system is, because they just can't. They don't have the viability, the capacity to hold all these people. I mean, the CDC, like I just said, the CDC's current speculation is somewhere around like 17% of the U.S. population is expected to be.
That's substantial.
It's expected to have, you know, the coronavirus, or expected to contract it. Basically, 17%. The hospitals can't. We can't sustain that.
They're not staffed.
I mean, you're going to have to get
staffed enough.
Now you're getting to the point where, you know, like Italy, I think, from what I've heard, Italy was doing this, and you're going to get to a point where they have to start deciding who they're going to save. For the old, you know, for the people that are at risk, they have to start deciding, like, who can we help and who can't we help? They don't have enough medical staff. They don't have enough capacity in their buildings, and it's like, that's where we're headed.
Good.
Here people begin to fight. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. And the problem is they were doing that before it even became this big of a deal. People were fighting in the grocery stores about it.
Yeah.
Where's the stupid panic? Like, creatures called the general public like men in black. A person is smart. People are dumb.
People are dumb.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
I use that quote all the time on this podcast. Yeah.
And the
100%.
second there is a hint of that within larger groups,
Yeah.
like that's why I feel for the friends and family that I have in Chicago, man. Like they're gonna get the same exact lockdown or potential lockdown that we're gonna get.
Yep.
But they're in such a dense population, like all it takes is one group of people to start being fucking stupid.
Yep.
And start
And then shit pops
pulling
off.
buildings apart at the seams.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's gonna pop off quick.
Yep.
And you can't stop a wildfire like that. You
No,
can't.
No, it's
Like, especially with
panic breeds panic is the
Dude.
problem.
and then people start making really bad decisions. And in group scenarios, other people are gonna follow in those decisions.
sheep follow sheep, dude. It's a proven thing. I mean, psychologically,
Because you can, you know, with proper sanitation, you can avoid even what was one of the suggested things within, was it 50 people or more out of bounds?
Yeah.
Dude. Do not go into those.
Yeah, they said, well, so New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut just stated that that they're mandating any gatherings of 50 people or more are not allowed in those states,
Which is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I think it's great. Should that the states are doing this, they're taking this initiative and they're taking it serious. I'm not opposed to that. You know, I see a lot of people that are complaining that, oh, Illinois just closed down all its bars and stuff. How are we going to make money and everything like that? I've received countless emails from our gas bill, from my Apple credit card.
Mhm.
They're all delaying payments because they know that, like, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
Like and I'm not saying I'm a fan of the governor or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm against her or for anything, and I'm not trying to make it political, but this is bigger than that at this point, guys. Like, we need to control the infection rate, and we need to stay calm about it, and stop freaking out over this shit. Just wash your hands, sanitize,
Take the proper steps.
Don't go to large groups.
Yep.
Get what you need to get in the stores, but get it in a nicer manner than what you. Don't be chaotic about it.
Yeah.
Stay calm in those situations, but I'm proud of what the states are doing is by taking that initiative and saying, hey, look at what's going on in Italy and France. They're 2 months ahead of us as far as infection goes.
Mhm.
They're 2 months ahead of us, and they are on the verge of, like, fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're trying to beat that. We're trying to stop that. So we're going to take these huge measures right now to say, hey, we're quarantining people, but it doesn't mean you should panic. This is a good thing. This means, hey, we're going to try and cut this off before it ever becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So don't freak out about it.
No,
just be aware of what's going on.
But it's the fact that people get so panicky. That's what freaks me out, is because when you get panicky like that, you start making rash decisions like, oh, I'm going to go try running out and go picking out some more stuff. And then all of a sudden you're the person contracting the virus and spreading it somewhere else.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like, you know, people need to learn how to really think, like really comprehend what's going on around them before they go out and start making these rash decisions.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Create a
and
plan.
that's just what I don't trust.
Yeah. It's not I mean, it's a joke still. We're still going to make jokes about it, but it's not,
I mean,
this is the real fucking deal now, guys. Like, you need to prepare. You need to, you know, ration your food, stuff like that for 2 weeks or whatever they're going to do for their
don't
quarantine.
overexert yourself.
Yeah. Just
lay low.
Just
As
lay
of
low.
3:30 today,
2:30 Central Standard. So for our time, it'll be 2:30. For
Okay.
Eastern, it'll be 3:30.
So when that drops, we'll have the actual.
Yeah, we'll. I don't know.
Bleed out.
I don't know if we'll be live. We might. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got 2 hours or 3 hours, so we might be gone by then. But
Mm-hmm.
just like I said, we're watching the news ticker right now and just kind of keeping an eye on it, just for everybody else. But we wanted to make sure we still brought you guys an episode.
hell yeah,
'cause why
yeah.
not? You know? We're still here and everything. But anyway, so now that all that Corona stuff, we've got that out of the way, we've kind of made that. Well, I'm sure we'll touch on it again during this episode.
Oh yeah, we're
but,
gonna, yeah.
more
scroll across.
more on the more lighthearted topics. Let's just roll into a normal episode here.
Yeah.
Let's give these people a little getaway while they're in quarantine.
What's your skill for the week? Survive.
Yeah. Also, for skills for the week, probably not going to be
Hey,
doing.
can we do 2 week skills then for the course?
Yeah, let's do a 2 week
3 week.
skill. Yeah. My 2 week skill is to stock up and not die. Yeah, not contract this virus.
So we got 3 weeks if the quarantine goes in. So we have 3 weeks.
It's 14 days though, right?
Well,
I thought it was-
2 weeks. It's
yeah.
14 days.
Well, until
quarantine.
our next recording day.
Oh no, we'll still be recording.
Okay, cool.
Fuck you guys.
Cool.
We're going.
Nice.
We'll go
All right,
virtual.
back to normal. How long is too long for people? Jeez. There it is. There it is. There it is.
You know, I'm kind of a
on a male or female.
Well, no, there's no differential, man. I'm a 70s guy, so like I don't really care if you got pubes.
Yeah, I don't
like
care.
if
Yeah,
if it's maintained,
Yeah.
like if your hygiene is on key, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if your
Mhm.
hygiene's up to par, I don't care.
But
Do
like
you?
don't let that shit get scummy.
Yeah.
Because the longer it is, the more you're gonna sweat and it just gets
If
gross.
it turns into like a rat's nest or like starts getting mad,
Then
at
it's a
God,
Yeah,
problem.
if you got like
I'm
a
not
Duck
worried.
Dynasty beard going on, then like that might be a little bit much.
like,
but
as long as it ain't a funky smell, like whatever.
Yeah. Hygiene's key, man. Just at
Yeah.
its core, like you can have whatever the fuck you want. I just keep your shit together.
Yeah, just
like,
be
Yeah, I
hygienic.
agree.
be clean.
What about braided pubes? I mean, whatever.
Fuck
So
yeah,
be it,
dude. Fuck yeah.
Add a little flair to your
get
life.
that Norse braid going on.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
a
Put some
little
beads in that bitch.
Add a
Yeah.
little flair to your life. I'm
Dude,
not opposed.
Stick some bones in there. I don't care.
Fuck it. Jesus Christ. The bones of my enemies will be stuck in my
Like a
pubic hair.
caveman. Yeah.
So I had a question for you guys too, and I thought this one would be kind of fun. We're getting close to like our first year here
Mhm.
of doing this, even though our episodes are a little behind because Jake's an asshole and left
No,
for a
you gotta
week.
take those moments, man.
I like the Jamaican dread stuff. Hell yeah. So my question for you guys is, through doing this show for almost a year now, what is some stuff that you've kind of like, I guess say, I would want to say like what you've learned about yourself, or stuff that you've learned in like period throughout doing this, throughout this process of creating a show, creating content, posting stuff on YouTube, what becoming a YouTube creator, I guess would be.
Yeah,
the best way
I
to put it.
found that connecting with people is a lot easier than what it's made out to be. Like,
Yeah.
We're sitting here live and we have 6 people watching us that are taking time out of their day to just listen to us chat about nonsense.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's
interact.
awesome.
And-
Yeah.
and
it's
they're
like-
from all over the country.
Exactly.
They're from
All
they're
over the world.
international.
Yeah.
they're
So it's like
international.
connecting with people is just like a primal thing.
Right.
And I feel like it needs to be more of like an ongoing natural occurrence. Like we need to be able to sit there and actually communicate with each other
Yeah.
more
Right.
often. But just the fact that we get to do this on a weekly basis, I feel blessed being able to do this.
I
So,
love it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
I think a large portion of this that I've taken from this whole experience
Yeah.
is, I mean, outside of the ancillary hobbies and stuff,
Right.
like this has become something that I just thoroughly love doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
and I know
yeah.
we talk about it a lot, but it's like that Monday's the favorite day, but
Yeah,
like this has become one of those things that like I take pride in our content
definitely.
and our
Yeah.
numbers and the interactions like this. Like, I mean, fucking 3-4 months ago, this
Was
fucking
empty.
comment bar was nothing.
Yeah, there's
Like,
empty. There's
just,
nobody
just
there.
the fact that for some fucking reason you guys
Pay
chime in
attention,
and
yeah.
fucking hang out with us.
Which we love. We actually
Yeah,
we really
we
love this kind of
appreciate
stuff.
the hell
So
out of it.
we read every single comment.
Yeah. But I think it's become something that has added to my life in a
Yeah.
way, like it's become something that's sediment. It's become something that is tangible
Yeah.
that I
Mhm.
can have as a part of my
Right.
day to day.
Yeah.
And I think too, it almost gives you like a sign of doing something with your, like not with your life, but like we've created this. This isn't work or anything like that, where it's like you go in, you do your work and you're done. Like, this is something we've created. We've brought over 60 plus videos and content related stuff onto our channel.
Yeah.
Like this is just hard work that we've done. And not hard work, but it's just the work that we've put in that's created this. And
It's
it's,
due diligence, man.
our numbers are directly reflecting upon what we've done and everything like that.
Especially you, homeless.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never a dull moment, man. But yeah, and I think another big thing too is that like what I've learned, about myself sort of is just to not like take everything or myself so seriously and just not care as much what people think. I mean, I think that's the biggest stopping factor for a lot of people when they want to create stuff on YouTube and everything is they have like this limiting factor that it's not good enough. People are going to judge and everything like that. And it's like, just put the shit out there. Like if you're genuine and you just put it out there, nobody fucking cares. Like, do you?
They'll probably actually respect you more for just being yourself.
Yeah. And that's something that I've always wanted to keep on this show too. And I'll be honest, like I've struggled with it and I've noticed myself in the last couple of weeks, especially struggling with it is, trying to almost structure this too much to the point where it's like, it's not genuine anymore. And it has been genuine. Don't get me wrong. Like everything we've been doing is genuine, but I've almost like, I've had to like reserve or pull myself back into that because I'm like, oh my God, I want to make this a business. I want to make this something that we can do all the time. But it's like trying to find that middle ground of, okay, we want to make this a feasible option to be our full-time gig, but also we want to remain as genuine as we possibly can. We don't want to overstructure everything. We don't want to manufacture. We don't want to, we're notorious for being just outright with everything that we say and not being filtered. I want to keep that. Yeah. And if it's going to make us,
you got to let it flow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that.
If it's going to make us sacrifice, flow. If it's going to make us sacrifice, some sort of, sorry. If it's going to make us sacrifice some sort of monetization, so be it. I'd rather us grow through our genuineness than through anything else. But I've definitely struggled with that, is like finding that middle ground between staying genuine and also trying to make this a feasible option for us in the future.
Hell yeah.
But I think we've done a good job. I mean, we're blown away because in the last 28 days, we've gained 13 subscribers, which that's
a huge jump for us.
That's the hugest leap we've ever made by far. And we don't know why it's happened, but it's definitely happened. In business school, they teach you if you build it, they will come. Right now, there's someone killing it in the pipe cleaner industry. There's an audience for everything. Be yourself, and they come. And I gotta be, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna show them, but
do it.
Oh my God! All right. Anyways, there we go.
Screenshot.
Jesus. We have some loyal followers.
We do. I love you guys so much. This is fantastic.
And we know James will be here in probably another 5 minutes because we know he's our notorious late one. But yeah, no, it's just not taking everything serious, posting whatever we got to post, and
just being genuine.
Yeah, we want to bring you guys good stuff, and that in that aspect, we want to say somewhat structured with our show notes, with doing
to where there's
we can talk about. But
there's a linear timeline for each episode to where there's convoluity. It's not just us ranting for fucking an hour or so, to where there's substance for each time you chime in. It's not just random fucking crazy
just absolute
chaos.
nonsense every time. Yeah.
To where, if you're looking for specific things, and that in itself, like if we have specific topics and shit that we want to talk about or that we plan on breaking up, then.
And I do think that breaking up some of those videos that we do, so that way people can search for specific topics that we talk about, I think that might be pretty good.
That's
I know it's a lot of
not
extra
bad
work,
idea.
but I think that kind of, it connects to people more individually at that point.
No, most definitely, and that reaches out to a broader audience too. Because if they just want to hear things about, obviously a hot topic right now is the coronavirus. Like
they don't want to have to wave through an hour of video to get to that point. Yeah,
exactly.
Gotcha.
And that was kind of that was a lot of the reason why we decided to do the live thing too, is it's kind of like in the moment things are kind of going down right now, and I'd much rather, especially for a situation like this, because I've never experienced anything like this, and we joked about it this morning, that like we're gonna be able to see a real pandemic, And the last pandemic that I can think of was fucking 1918 with tuberculosis. Like a real fucking pandemic, or what can be considered in that boundary. So it's going to be interesting to see and experience things as it's experienced on your end too, to where.
Sorry, I'm just trying to post our stuff on the Facebook so that people know that we're live, we're in charge, we're here.
But yeah, it just, I don't know. I think that, especially, with this, it's a good idea to be more interactive, especially with kind of as this news and things that are directly affecting a lot of us that are, in the States and stuff, that it's in our pocket, it's here. This is real. And we're kind of,
this is an actual situation that
go through it together. If that doesn't sound cheesy enough.
I mean, this is what
I think people do, like, they kind of shirked like the reality of all this as well. Like, saying, like, oh, this is just going to blow over as well, which I'm guilty of doing that as well, because I do think that this is going to blow over in a couple of weeks. But at the same time, it's like,
no, most definitely,
the reality of this is still real to the point where like we need to be prepared for the worst, even if it doesn't happen. So
and like we've said, it's not
favors the prepared.
It's not that we're preparing for the virus as much as we're preparing for the people.
Yeah, dude's got to prepare to survive and take care of your family.
That's one of those things, man. That's the untouched variable. Like a disease, a virus, it's pretty fucking straightforward.
Yeah.
Don't infect yourself. Don't allow yourself to be infected.
Yeah. It's straightforward. Okay. Wash your fucking hands. Be clean. Don't
put yourself in a situation to where you are being exposed to said virus. Yeah. Boom. Problem solved. You will never get sick.
Here's my saying for this week's episode. Ready? Here it is. Here's my quote of the episode. Viruses are not predictable, but people are even less predictable.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's the thing. I mean, it's
absolutely.
Be prepared for anything at this point, because if this, at least 164,000 COVID-19 cases and 6,400 dead in the world right now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Across Europe, Italy and Spain in lockdown. Wow, Spain just went into lockdown too then. Wow. So we've got Spain, Italy, and France all on lockdown, on a permanent lockdown for all business, on all non-essential businesses. So it's interesting, man. I think
speaking of business stuff, I would suggest, if we're under a 2-week quarantine, figure out a separate, maybe like a virtual stream of income somehow. Even reach out. I can help out with like building websites or whatever if you guys need something like that. But just have some sort of extra money coming into you, so that way, like, if you're out of work for a little while, you can still survive. So.
And I think that's a big thing for people anyways. I think this is going to be a huge eye opener I think it should be an eye opener for people. It's almost like I kind of relate it to when we went through the financial collapse. It's not a time, it's a time to obviously be prepared, be ready, and everything like that. It's not a time to freak out, but it's also a time to build. I mean, this is, if you're thinking about, you're going to need multiple streams of income. A lot of these people that worked in restaurants and everything like that are now realizing, like, oh fuck, I can't work. I have no income.
Right.
This is why, like, you need multiple streams of income. Figure it out, have money coming in automated somehow, some way. And I think that a lot of people are going to start to understand that if we go into a quarantine, that's what they're going to have to do after that. I think it's going to be a big boom of people going, so maybe we're not as, secure as we thought we were. We need to start automating our money and automating everything like that. And I think that's a big opportunity for people. It's just a growth opportunity.
I agree.
For people to be able to do stuff like that.
Well, it's just a matter of survival as well, because it's like, there's a lot of people out there that can't go a week without having a paycheck.
Right.
So it's like, going 2 weeks without having a paycheck could be detrimental to a lot of people. So it's like having a plan to prepare yourself for that could be huge.
Yep.
So it's just something that people, I think, kind of overlook as well. But definitely worth checking out.
It's definitely the part that sucks about that is, that should be something that's always precedent. That should be something that is budgeting is key.
Yeah.
For any expansion, any positive steps forward that you're going to be making into adulthood or, whatever path you're going to be taking needs to be thought of. Budgeting is key.
Yep.
You want to survive, you want to fucking be able to achieve things, budgeting.
Yep.
The issue is that's not really keynote until something big happens.
Yep.
And unfortunately, something like this, which nobody that I have known has experienced, no one's ever, 25 years, I've never been in a fucking potential 2-week quarantine.
Yeah.
That's something, luckily I have money set aside in case.
So you're good for
because of that shit, and that's, I thank my parents for that because they really instated that, even if it is just like in an envelope.
It still works though,
but it's an shit fund. It's something in case shit goes down, or you really gotta, even if you were just to lose your primary income, it's something to lean on. It's something that should be there to reinforce you. Don't fucking touch it. You don't do anything else. But in a scenario like this, where you are now out of options, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like if we go into quarantine, you don't get to go to work. You don't get to make money.
There's no other option for you.
You now have to learn. Like this is a forced lesson, dude. Like you're not paying tuition. You're just in the fucking desk learning now. And hopefully you're able to pass.
Yeah.
Yep. C is still passing. Thank you.
C is still passing. Hey, C's get degrees, son.
Dude, C's get degrees.
Yeah, it's I think it's going to be very. If anything, it's going to be
Gonna stock up on masking tape.
if anything, this is going to be a massive study on psychology.
Oh,
for
dude.
people like the human mind.
I agree.
What did I
up,
say?
dude?
What did I say? I knew he was going to be late. What's up, James? How you doing, man?
It's good. Dude.
Yeah. So if anything, it'll be just a big study to see how people react to
Yeah.
situations like this. And
Yeah.
it's like, damn.
I agree.
All right.
And the most I can hope for is a recalibration that everybody really sets into motion, people rethinking what's important.
Yeah.
I think a recalibration is a perfect term as well, because I think we're all, after this whole situation, we're really going to have to sit down as a country and reconsider our healthcare system.
Yeah. And I don't want to. This is going to be tough to correlate, but
It's not political. I think,
but I think right now, in its own terms, this is a very relatable scenario to 9/11 because it's going to cause, like you said, a massive recalibration on how we live. It has to. It has to, because as of right now, like we're slowly or quickly learning how feasible our healthcare system is, how feasible people are in general. And the same thing happened with, putting the Freedom Act into place after 9/11. Like that was the president's way of saying, hey, we used to be way too lax on all this. And
we weren't prepared for the situation.
Whether you like the Freedom Act or not, like that's debatable, but it's something like that's going to have to happen after this blows over. Yeah, because it will blow over. It's not,
No, and that's the keynote for the quarantine. It's not to lock down the population. It's more or less to sweat it out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like sitting in a sauna and sweating out the toxins. That's all you're trying to do, and I'm going to be interested to see what we as a nation, what the world decides, how we change things and how, my honest to God hope is that we start to realize that more funding needs to go into the healthcare system.
Oh, absolutely.
And obviously the healthcare system's fucked right now, and there's a lot of corrupt shit that goes on in there, but more into not even just on the healthcare side, but more on the science side of things, and the investigation and the research, the R&D. Like that's what needs the funding, especially. So it's interesting.
I think this is like, no matter what your political affiliations are or whatever, I might say something a little controversial.
That's fine.
I think that regardless of the situation that's going on right now, we need to probably cut back a little bit on military funding and just fund medical research right now. I agree. Because we're not fighting this as a country, we're fighting this as a population, as like a human population,
species.
As a species. So it's like we need to kind of come together and figure out some way to work together on this and not make this some sort of business venture for
most
companies,
definitely.
So it's like we really got to come together as to like figure out how we can work this out. And I feel like cutting back on either military or like whatever else like that right now, just to get this taken care of, could be really
well.
beneficial.
The nice part is that PHB study boosting everyone's immune system by giving premium. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It's hilarious.
It's good shit.
But
it's true chemically.
Yeah, the Stafford Act, which was
Jerk
part
it.
of. But part of the national emergency that the president announced was the Stafford Act, and the Stafford Act allows for a kind of a stipend, or not a stipend, but what do they call that? Like when the banks got a bailout, they put basically a surplus package that allows more funding for the healthcare system and everything like that. So that's good. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And also another thing that I wanted to point out too, and I think this is huge, and I think everyone should do this. If you at all are feeling sick or anything like that,
go get checked out.
No, call first. Call that fucking hospital or that immediate care first and let them know what your symptoms are and everything, because this allows them to track. I mean, even if they tell you to come in, or let's say they say, "Oh, we're good. I think you're going to be okay. You're not exhibiting any signs." But even if they tell you to come in, it allows them to track at least an estimated influx that they're going to get. So definitely call first before just going in, because especially right now with all these people, they're going to be, your hypochondriacs are going to be going to the immediate care. You're still going to have normal everyday accidents, broken arms, cancer, all that shit is still going to be going in. So
with everybody's kids being home, there's going to be lots of like fucking
exactly
like household injuries.
Somebody's going to sneeze,
you know?
and they're going to take their fucking kid to the hospital and their whole
Exactly.
family, even though a sneeze is actually not a part of the symptoms for corona. But that's the thing: is it call first, talk with a physician, or call your primary physician, talk with them first. If they tell you to come in, then at least they can track that. There's okay. Hey, we've got 4 coming in now, or something like that. So
because it eases the whole the whole process for that end of the system, and especially with a touching base on what you had said, like this is a population issue now.
Yeah, it is.
We have to be responsible for ourselves and the people around us as a community.
100%.
Because this is like in pulling from other cultures, man. Like that's one thing that I wish was found in other things like Japan, China. A lot of Asian countries, when someone's sick, they wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still have to go out and they do all these different things.
Yeah, but they know that they're gonna protect themselves and others around.
They have to on a personal level. They take those precautions, though it might not work in full effect depending on what they have. It still shows in that cultural standing, that cultural norm that like you're responsible for yourself, dude. Like it's not just like sneezing in a room full of 10 people.
Right.
This is now a worldwide problem that's being addressed by the entire world. Like if you
be smart,
just fucking be smart.
Just understand what this is, understand yourself, and be responsible. I mean, that's the biggest way to help is just hold yourself accountable, hold your neighbors accountable, and do the smart thing and the right thing. Don't fucking be an idiot. Don't go buying all the toilet paper. Don't, create a
think of others as well. You know, I did read this article the other day that I thought was kind of interesting. It said that people with beards are less likely to get infected. Because
they said the CDC is saying to shave your beard.
Oh, really?
That's what the CDC
said. I must
have
read a different article, but the one that I read was saying that the like your beard acts as like a natural like face mask
from
because it blocks off things from getting into your mouth. But I don't know if the CDC says shave, then they know more than I do. A little bit.
What else was I going to say too? Is
I don't want to shave.
I don't want to shave my beard.
But no, I mean like that's obviously because that does make sense. I mean they've it's a lot like a belly button. It
just track
harbors
bacteria. Well, the problem is that it's so it's your mouth. So you think about it, food gets trapped in there, everything can get trapped in there. So you got to be careful of that too.
Birds.
So you have a less likely chance of getting crabs if you shave your beard too. True that. True that, dog. True that. Your lady beard and your big beard.
I'm not munching box that has crabs.
We're crab people.
But it's crab people. Crab people.
That's a throwback, man. Season 1.
Yep. Just hold yourself, hold your neighbor. Oh, the one
important
thing I was going to say, which is super cool, is that I've seen a lot of people on my Facebook, people that are closer to our age. I've seen like all areas of fields. Like one person or a bunch of people were saying, hey, for all of you parents out there whose kids have to stay home, but you have to you have to still work. Like I'm available to watch your children. I can watch them temporarily. CDC got me fucked up. For real though.
Love you, Stu.
We ain't shaving. We ain't shaving. But and then like I saw one of my friends on Facebook. He said, hey, for all we know that a lot of these parents are now homeschooling your children and everything. I have my master's degree in speech pathology. If you need any help with stuff like that, speech therapy and everything like that, I'm here. Please reach out to me. So it's really cool to see. That's what we need to be doing as a community, is going on and letting people know that whatever resource you have is available to others.
Utilize those resources to help others.
Yep. I went grocery shopping earlier, and toilet paper and water were all gone apart from the beer. So I took a couple of beers. So I guess it's okay for Corona. Yeah, exactly.
I was
gonna make it. Man, this episode really fucked us. This whole thing really fucked, because I had a really good intro for our episode.
Yeah.
But basically, my intro. We're starting over. This is my intro. Everyone, just so you all know, unfortunately. Yeah, no problem. In light of our current situation with coronavirus and everything, we've had to make the really bad decision that we are having to cut off all meet and greets for future meet and greets and all live episodes that we've had planned. We have to cut them all off until further notice. So we appreciate all of you for understanding that. But we can't do any of our meet and greets. I know we had one in LA coming up on the script. And our live episodes, not going to happen. We can't do them in person anymore. But we appreciate all of you, and anyone that bought tickets will be refunded and everything like that. So thanks. That was going to be my intro, and it was going to be fucking hilarious. And now the fucking news is just fucked
now the
us.
fucking news.
Sad violin music.
Sad violin music.
Sad boner music. God damn it.
Oh, I love it.
Damn it.
Sad boner music. God damn it. I love all of you. You people are amazing.
It's
You're
quality.
hilarious. You complete me. So anyways, what else? Let's talk about something else fun while we're Uh-oh. Oh no, this was from Sunday. Never mind.
Okay,
This was the other day.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyways, yeah, stop hoarding basic supplies. Yeah.
Oh shit.
We're
Sad,
watching.
strange music. Yeah. Noises.
Actually,
Oh, strange noises.
strange
Oh,
noises.
yeah. What would those be? What would a strange noise be?
Well,
What's
when I
that
think
sad
of,
one?
A
Yeah.
sad, a confused screaming. What will I do? James, we know you're really upset. We know you had bought tickets to our meet and greet. Unfortunately, we just can't do it. We just don't feel it would be right to do a meet and greet
So
if
we
we could
can't-
only touch your elbows.
We can't ship out the 2,000 shirts that you personally ordered.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, just for Thirst Homeless, we don't sell condoms with our faces on it. I know you had asked earlier.
Yes.
We don't do it yet.
Yeah.
And the only reason is because China was our condom supplier. We can't send them out anymore. It's not feasible for
Yeah.
us to do. And we're just trying to follow the guidelines. So yeah, just so you guys know.
Mhm.
And our- jokes. Yeah,
So
James.
I think the funniest thing, like I was reading like the basic supply stuff.
Yeah.
I think the funniest
That's
meme that
fair.
I've seen so far has been it's like because of the what is it, the toilet paper epidemic or whatever. It was like some fucking term for it. It was the shortages for during this epidemic. A successful alternative is using, it was like escalator handrails, and it just shows like this dude bent over. His ass like around it.
I like the videos where people are like on the toilet or something, and you just see their legs, and they pan over to like the toilet paper roll, and it's empty.
Yeah.
And then it scrolls over to the dog, and just him picking up the dog.
Damn it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Nala better be ready for that.
Oh god. Now
I've
would
got-
rip you a new one,
like,
literally.
I've got all my winter shit, so I can just like use that and throw it off
Oh,
the balcony.
man.
I love what was it that I saw? Somebody said there was like wish.com is selling underwear for 25 cents. That's cheaper than tissue
Toilet
paper.
paper, yeah.
Just shit it and forget it.
Shit and forget it, dude.
Oh my god. Could
Gotta do what you gotta
imagine
do, man.
that? First of all, I would never buy toilet paper from Wish. That sounds
Oh, no, it was
underwear. You shit.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
shit
it's
them and
bad.
forget about them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would buy anything from Wish, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just chuck them. Just poop and chuck.
I'll get and chug it.
At this point, nobody's gonna be out and about. I'll just shit in the street.
Switch and flick.
Switch, little,
Just shit in a bucket.
Is that Mary
the
Poppins?
old swish and flick.
Swish and
Switch
flick.
I'm gonna just
Jesus
use.
Christ.
Also, poison ivy is a great alternative for toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
for all of you people hoarding toilet paper, when you run out or it
Poison
eventually gets
sumac.
taken from you, just use poison sumac or poison ivy.
just hollow out a
to
bell
wipe your
pepper
ass.
and just rub it.
Yeah, just rub it deep into your
make
anus
sure to-
hole.
Fillet it, core it first.
Yeah, actually, what you're
Maximum
supposed to
surface
do,
area.
this
There you go.
confirmed, this will help the stop and spread of coronavirus. Take those seeds that you pulled out of those peppers, shove them right up in there. Just put them up in your ass.
The alternative is to just super glue your asshole shut.
and then you don't poop.
You just don't. It just gets reabsorbed and used into energy in
Yeah.
the system.
It's
So.
a fun fact:
it's
poop
not-
gets
no,
reabsorbed and
it
used as
doesn't.
energy.
Yeah.
It's called sepsis.
It's called being smart, sis.
Yeah, it's called
Smart
conserving energy.
Yeah. It's green. Okay, it's environmentally
Science.
friendly.
It's brown and
science.
it'll be floating on your insides.
My thing is, if you're gonna hoard anything, why not just hoard guns or hoard ammo, beer, and food? Because with any of those three, you can get anything else that you
Yeah.
want.
Honestly.
I know.
Bartering is going to come down to
Oh,
pretty minimalistic
Yeah.
stuff.
But,
But
like,
shit, okay.
you
Worst
should-
case scenario, shit pops off. Sorry,
Yeah.
not to.
No,
not
you're
to-
good. No.
You're gonna need those very specific things for bartering. Alcohol will always be one.
Yeah.
You know, you stockpile on fucking whiskey.
play any post-apocalyptic game ever.
Whiskey.
and booze is involved in the bartering system.
Yeah.
People want their booze,
Also,
especially the Russians.
I mean, you're in a fucking post-apocalyptic thing. It's like
fucking
you're gonna
buy,
Don't give coronavirus your consent.
buy
and
up
then
all the
it can't do it.
cigarettes
Yeah.
and use that as currency.
Look at the prisons.
Because there's a
Prison
lot of
rule,
people that
get
aren't going to be able to
prisons.
get their cigarette fix.
Yep.
that's true.
I would be buying up packs of it if I had money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even
This,
smoke.
yeah, if this turns into apocalypse now, man, I'm fucking stocking up.
Maybe buy some boner medicine.
Some
Get
boner
some-
pills.
Yeah,
Get
a
some
little boner
Nuka-Cola
pills,
caps.
You know what I'm saying? Nuka-Cola caps. There you go.
The novelty Nuka-Cola caps.
Oh man.
Oh, man, let's see. School cancellations.
With what?
Fuck, man.
What?
No, they're just talking about the school
Oh,
cancellations.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just.
That's a whole thing too. Man, I feel so bad for like the kids that like, all right, so a lot of these kids that are like, you know, in poorer families and such that they go to school because, you know, they get fed there as
Yeah.
well. And like a lot of these families can't afford to feed their kids all the time.
Yeah.
And now they're at home not getting fed. So it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, that sucks.
That does suck.
So bad.
But then again, with
Um,
the quarantine, whatever money they're spending their shit on, they can't spend it on.
Yeah.
So, and here's the other crazy part too about because it's a virus,
Mm-hmm.
you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's in you forever. I mean, it's
Mhm.
like chicken pox.
Yeah.
You have it forever, and that's how you can get shingles later
Mhm.
in life. So it stays in you.
Yeah.
More than 10,000 kids are apparently missing. What's
Yep.
GCSE?
Yep. That's right.
GCSE? What's GCSE?
It's
Is it the guaranteed food stuff? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. General Certificate of Secondary Education. Oh, that's in England. Where the hell are you, James? What?
what the hell?
Oh, they take their exam. It's an exam that they have to take after their
Oh.
secondary education schooling.
I-
That's right.
I can't read the board from over here.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
I'm
they
blind.
yeah. But yeah, that's the crazy part is
I guess I
like
can
you
use
you
my
have the corona forever basically. England. Okay, that's
Oh,
what I
no
thought.
shit.
I was gonna say because I was
We
like
didn't know
that's
that,
that's
so-
like
Where?
that's
Yeah.
like a
Where in
Europe
England,
thing.
man? If you don't mind me asking.
The English.
You don't
part.
have to get specific. I was just curious.
What's your address?
Yeah, what's
I
your
really-
hey?
no,
What's your
no.
zip code, dude?
What's your
hey,
exact
Well, I've always
what's
wanted to visit the
hey,
UK. So.
what's your social security number, dude?
What's your
what's
latitude
what's
and
your mom?
longitude?
What's your mom's maiden last name?
What was your first pet's name?
Yo, what was your
Oh,
first
nice.
car? Oh, Northwest.
cool.
Northwest.
Oh, okay.
All right, dope, dude. See, you're not late. You're just on Europe time.
On Europe time.
I don't. No, don't.
On Europe
Do you
time.
know Dave? Yeah,
Do
you
you
know
know-
Dave?
God damn it.
On Europe time, isn't that the metric system? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Drives the. Yeah.
I don't know how
the
that works.
car.
That shit works.
He drives the blue car. I don't want to say his last name, but it's Dave. Dave Dingleheimer Schmidt.
Hey, his name's my name too.
You know what though?
God damn
Straight
it.
up, pandemic, the game,
Yeah.
pretty accurate. Because
Yeah.
guess who isn't infected yet?
Antarctica.
No, Iceland, dude.
Well, Iceland.
Iceland's
yeah.
always the one that you want to infect first.
No,
because-
Madagascar, dude.
No.
Madagascar,
No,
always.
no,
I always start
no,
off with
dude.
Madagascar.
I
Iceland.
start off on Iceland because Iceland doesn't have an airport; they only have a harbor.
You mean
Yep.
Greenland or because
Iceland.
Iceland.
really? I
Iceland.
always either go Greenland or Madagascar.
Greenland's the smaller one. Iceland's
no
the bigger.
Greenland's bigger one, isn't that?
Iceland's the one that's green.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we know that.
Pretty sure Greenland's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Greenland's the bigger
I'm
one.
pretty sure.
I thought it was Iceland.
Yeah, I
All
think
right. Well,
so.
then you start on start on Greenland then. Yeah, start on Greenland.
Were we giving advice for playing?
Yeah. Listen, if we're gonna be involved, if we're all gonna be quarantined, we might as well play this game and see what it's all about, right? And just have some
we
fun
can
with
figure
it.
out how to cure this thing.
We could just play Modern Warfare together.
Yeah, you guys should play Warzone. It's a crazy game. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It's pretty tight.
I've only played like 3 games and I suck dick at it. But you like the thing I tagged you in it?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That
That is
face-
basically what we were just saying. Yep. Have you played that game yet? It's
What?
free on Xbox. It's
Yeah.
Modern Warfare Warzone.
No, I
It's-
haven't played
it's
it.
Their
It's-
battle royale.
It's tight.
It's huge. It's like
It's tight.
150.
Is it
It's
good?
like
Yeah,
150 people.
See, I suck at first person shooters though.
That's okay because you got us.
So does.
Oh, see, there we
so
go.
do I.
Perfect.
So,
So-
do I.
Well, the coolest component of it is
Mobile
like
games. There you go.
mobile games. Yeah.
Man,
No,
I can't. Like, I'm okay at first person shooters, but if I go online, I am immediately murdered in like 50 different ways.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
nuts.
So,
So,
so you'll be cannon fodder.
yeah, yeah.
But the cool
So
part.
I'm just like human shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
Fucking cool.
yeah.
we'll
Love
give
guys.
you all the armor.
Yeah.
Just run in there.
Walker, run out that way.
I'll tell you what I used to do though. I used to play like the Call of Duty World War II one or World War I or whatever, and I would just shovel people in the face.
Just realized I didn't know what the Queen of England's last name is. I don't think I did either, actually.
what?
The Queen of England's last name, I didn't know it until James just told us.
What is it?
Mary Windsor.
Oh,
It Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. Damn, I did not. Yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't know that either. Interesting. But no, this game's really.
This
fun.
is America.
No,
Just kidding.
Respect all.
And then if you die in the game and you don't get revived, like they kill you, you go to the gulag, which
it's pretty dope.
It's a one-on-one fight, and whoever wins gets to come back to life.
So it's literally the pool of players that have died.
Yeah.
And you have like a secondary balcony that you run around and like you throw rocks
after being
at like a pit, and there's like people fighting in the pit, and it's a 1v1.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and if you win, you get shot out of the air again to like parachute down to where your team is. But if you die, your team has the opportunity to like buy you out.
Oh shit!
And like get you back into the game afterwards.
I might try that. That sounds kind of fun.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
I actually
and not gonna lie, I'm on like a 15 win streak.
Okay.
So
see, I'm starting up on my
yeah. Just know if we get quarantined, that game.
See, I'm just restarting all my RPGs because those take about 2
Hell
weeks
yeah.
to go.
What are you playing?
I just restarted Final Fantasy 15. So
that's a good game.
Remember the whole strange noise thing? I wondered what a strange noise. That's it. That's a sad, strange noise. Right
I just finished up the Final Fantasy 7 demo, and that
was
fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, I loved the remake.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing.
Half chub already.
Half chub.
No, I'm full chub, dude. That thing's.
I chub it out, dude. I chub it out. Well, so yeah, we're gonna keep this episode going for probably a couple hours, right? Why not?
I got nothing to do.
Got nothing else to do besides confused statement. That's what that one was, right?
I kind of have to shit, but I don't have any toilet paper here, so.
Fuck.
I was kidding.
My work actually, we had a policy.
Give me your shirt. Give it here.
We had a policy at work that we couldn't pre-stock our bathrooms anymore because people were stealing toilet paper.
Really? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was even in the hospitals and stuff, there was footage on like TikToks and shit that were coming out of nurses like post that first wave of people just buying up all the hand sanitizer and TP.
Man.
CDC recommends no gatherings of 50 plus people for the next 8 weeks.
Dude.
Fuck,
I'm
man.
going to be honest. I think, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Buy those underwear online on Wish, shitting them and bin them. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying, man. Shitting them and bin. But here's the problem: if there's a shutdown, quarantine, they won't get delivered to us.
Oh fuck!
What about the drone deliveries, dude?
Packages.
Drone deliveries. Like I have a drone. We can fucking
run shit back. What's the? Well, I guess it really.
You think the fucking FAA is gonna worry about me?
No, but I'm thinking about like your distance. You can go without it.
A mile or 3 miles or something like that. I think it's like a mile. No, I think it's 3 miles or something.
Drone to drone pickup.
Yo,
in the middle.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, just a relay system of drones. Like all drone pilots now. Then shit in your medical clothes. Yeah. All drone pilots out there. We're gonna create a system where we can deliver goods back and forth without human contact.
Actually, that'd be pretty sweet.
Like we'll just create a big pretty tweet. We'll start a snap or not a Snapchat, a group chat, and we'll start that up, and we will whenever somebody needs something, like, hey, does anybody have aspirin? Like we'll just and deliver it.
Just set waypoints on like a Google map, and then this would be like, this is my range.
This is the drop off.
Fucking Pokestops,
dude. Fuck yeah, we can make the system happen.
I think
drone to drone.
Drone to drone.
That's what's up.
Deliveries.
That's actually,
just attach a little hook. Just attach a little hook on the bottom of your drone.
It's magnet.
Yeah, or a magnet or something, and then you can have deliveries without human contact.
Yeah, because you just put it in a metallic box. And then
I'm a fucking genius.
Dude, you can do that with food delivery too.
Yeah.
Put everything in like a box or something.
Well, they're already doing that in some places, like Chicago and stuff does that. Like
that'd be dope.
Drone deliveries and everything.
We should do that.
Yeah. To finish up what I was saying about the nurses and stuff.
Anyway.
Sorry, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
They were taking like canisters of like the plastic tubing or the tubing or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were filling it with hand sanitizer and taking it.
Really?
Yeah, from like the hospital supplies that were like on the walls. Yeah, they were just like pumping the shit and filling their own personal tubes and stuff. Which, I mean, you're gonna do what you need to do to get supplies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
don't take away from the people that really need it.
Yeah, the people that are trying. You're a part of that system too, but like, you're participating. You know. What the fuck does that last?
Death Stranding. Hold on a second. I gotta pull this back up.
What the fuck if a Death Stranding starts? Ooh, shit.
Ooh, let's not joke about that.
Damn
that would terrify me.
Well, because I mean, in the linear timeline of that fucking game, isn't it like there's an explosion? There's a bomb that goes off that starts that chain of events in motion. So let's hope that it's just a sickness, because that would fucking suck. Then I don't want to deal with the crawlies.
Yeah, I'd rather just be down with the sickness.
Yeah, because I can survive the sickness. That's cool.
Wow.
I might be a smoker, but I have good lungs, so I can fucking work it out.
Been training these bad boys for years.
I've been beating the shit out of them for years. But
No, dude. I'm just trying to think. I'm waiting for this thing to mutate and see like what if this happens. Like, what if we're like in the midst of a zombie apocalypse right now, and we just don't know it yet? Because
this is going to be a totally different conversation.
Yeah,
it's gonna. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. It sounds cliche and it sounds goofy to talk about it, but like our generation, especially like growing up with, at least with movies and like shows and stuff,
we're kind of in the prime.
Oh man, fucking House of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, like all of those prime horror films and like franchises that created the whole zombie genres and story arcs and everything else, let alone like the TV shows and the video games and everything else that had come out that we've all been exposed to. There are more than enough people that are waiting. Like, please, let it do it. Let make the jump.
This would erase my student loan debt.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have to worry about the mortgages. I could just kill zombies all day,
dude. Well, I saw a post the other day that was pretty funny. It was about like the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've been having a lot of dreams about an apocalypse recently, and if we get one more disease within the next 3 months, I'm just gonna stop worrying about my credit score.
Oh hell yeah!
I would say that this is going to be most related to
Shaun of the Dead.
No, I was going to say 28 days later.
Post up in a pub.
Yeah, there you go.
Because 28 days later actually is like, it's not like zombies. They're just like, it's like pandemic. Really.
Well, it's
the rage
rabies.
virus.
Yeah.
The rage virus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Oh yeah, it's rabies, right? Yeah.
Oh man,
Hands down, the start of one of my favorite actors of all time.
Oh, Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would actually also be fucking terrifying because those zombies were fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are.
It's just angry people.
They're not
Shoot 'em in the
slow
leg.
zombies. They're
bang.
sprint at you zombies. Like that's.
What's your go-to zombie apocalypse scenario? Right. What's your go-to type of bunker? What's your
type of bunker?
like start with your boundary line. Like how do you set up your perimeter and then work your way in? What is your go-to?
All underground, one entrance.
There you go.
Ooh.
Like a parking garage. You could do a parking garage. Well, like realistically, like you're not going to get your hands unless you know where a bunker is, like an actual fucking bunker.
I'll be honest. Our living scenario is pretty primo.
Pretty solid.
If they can't climb,
well, we'd move to the building next to us because that's
I'd say
way taller.
I'd say cabin on the woods, top of the hill, and then I'd say like a
International Space Station. I mean, you're not wrong. There you do.
middle of the
Can't
ocean.
grow crops up there though.
How about just a yacht?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, you could
The only
just.
problem is sustainability. I guess you
Yeah.
can just go
Fish.
to ports. Yeah, you can fish. You can go to port. Fuck yeah. Because
But what if it jumps species?
Hey, but
Like
if
a
you're in the
Resident
middle,
Evil
you're in the
scenario.
middle of the ocean. You're good, dude.
Yeah.
You're good.
All of a sudden, you have
Maybe.
nemesis
Because
crawling
it's
under you.
only going to affect the ones that are dead. So just don't eat a dead fish.
But wait.
Like don't eat like
But when
don't
you're eating
catch
it-
a fish. Don't like oh that fish is floating and it's dead. I'm gonna eat it.
Well, it's so tough because there's so many different stories.
Even zombies have standards. Oh man.
It's so tough because there's so many different like zombie stories. Whereas like The Walking Dead, everyone's infected. Like
Right.
you are going to turn into a zombie. It doesn't matter. Like just being bitten, like everyone is infected.
Mhm.
Resident Evil, like it's
Everyone
just
was
being
infected?
infected.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
in
it was an
Walking
airborne
Dead?
virus.
Yeah.
So like everybody had the infection already.
So
Everybody was infected.
So how did the
You just have to survive.
So like, all right. So
but if you know you're infected, you're gonna turn into a zombie. How do you survive? It's not you can't
you
survive.
live until you die.
Oh, you just
And
live
when
Yeah,
until
you're
it
literally
turns-
just
and when you
living.
die, they just have to basically poke your brain so that way you don't
Yeah.
come back and kill somebody else.
Because that got
Oh.
established pretty quick that like everyone was infected. Like there were people that weren't
Yeah.
bit that were dying and becoming zombies.
like everybody had like a baseline infection, but then like if you got bit,
So like a
then it was, like,
coronavirus,
serious blood
escalated.
They
infection.
got like
yeah.
a coronavirus and then like
Yeah.
died and then became a zombie.
Yeah, basically.
So depending on which mythos or which
Yeah.
world we're talking about.
Oh, I'm
like-
smashing cheeks, dude. I'm smashing cheeks.
Clapping
One of our
cheeks?
favorite movies, like Range 15. I'm smashing cheeks. if
Oh,
that
hell yeah.
happens, bro.
smash face or smash
But no,
cheeks.
I think the yacht is the way to go for me because a lot of the yachts have a water filtration system, so you can
Yeah.
get clean water, and you can fish for food. Go to port if you absolutely need to
yeah,
get medicinal supplies and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
like
but,
scavenge off the shore
yeah.
and shit.
but fuck yeah, I think a yacht's the way to go. Oh, but sailboat,
Sail,
not a
yeah.
yacht because you need gas.
Yeah,
So I'd have to go sail.
yeah, because you could counter that with like a small prop motor. Like you wouldn't have to just rely strictly on that propeller. you
Right.
know?
Now, a
So,
lot
I
of
mean-
times you'd have to use the motor to operate,
Yeah.
but the sail helps. You wouldn't need to use it.
Yeah, you could ration that out pretty
Yeah.
easily depending on what the weather was like.
I mean,
That's- yeah,
I
that's
would do
not
a yacht.
Like a
I would do
houseboat
yacht.
or something. Yeah, because you could makeshift sails and stuff like that to like a water world scenario.
Yeah,
You're
it's just
creating that
it's
kind
just
of
harder
craft.
controlling that because
Oh,
to
for
create a
sure.
mast and everything like that.
Yeah.
If you have a yacht already, or if you have a sailboat already, the sailboats have a motor on them.
Oh God.
Actually, that would make a cool story. You're really gonna rush mermaid. Oh, mermaid zombies. That could be a thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
how
I
does the
mean-
infection get to them is the problem. You know what I mean? Like the zombies aren't
yeah.
going down there. 3 guys escape on a sailboat and live on fish for the next 50 years whilst the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, dude, that'd be a great movie.
It'd be pretty interesting.
Well, I think we got our movie now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's it. It's
That'd be an easy thing to
Call
film.
Matt
We just
Best.
have to be in a boat.
Call Matt Best. Matt, we got a movie for you. We want to
Dude.
pitch.
Just call Netflix. We could probably get a whole series.
Fuck yeah. We don't even have. Yo, I was listening to a podcast with a movie producer or whatever, and they were saying how crazy it is to get it's so funny because you can get a Netflix contract without even have the script wrote yet.
Really?
As long as it's a good enough storyline and they believe in it, they'll just give you the contract.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, you obviously have a deadline to finish the story,
Yeah.
finish the script and everything, but he was talking about how some people just fucking have it. Like they just have a contract.
Dude, I'll fucking write some shit
Right?
for Netflix. I like writing stories. Let's do this.
Yeah. I mean, but you have to have a budget. You have to have a,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
you have
I
to
mean,
have your own
don't
production.
they provide that?
Right.
No,
and
no,
stuff.
they don't produce it.
Oh, shit.
Netflix has its own production studio, yes, but a lot of them, it's just like they just take in contracts from people who have their own third
But
party.
if I
studio.
had a contract with Netflix, I feel like it'd be easier to get an investor for that, though. You know?
Well, because you got to get
oh
back.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
got good people around you that they're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like we can put money into this guy. We should trust it.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless you're Adam Sandler for some fucking reason.
I don't know who's.
Yo, I want to see
think he
Uncut
was
Gems.
very
I heard
good,
it's
but-
really good.
Did he get his nomination yet or what?
I don't know.
I
It
don't
wouldn't
know.
be till next year.
I hope he does.
It wouldn't be till next
Because I don't want any more shit Adam Sandler movies.
year.
Yeah. No, I think yeah, full circle. That's going to be the biggest issue in general is the big gatherings and stuff.
Yeah.
Just in reality with the whole fucking Corona shit.
I'm really
But
worried
then-
about homeless shelters. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, that
Somebody else brought up a really interesting point yesterday that I overheard.
Mhm.
They were talking about how, normal everyday life is going to be different, obviously, for everyone. Like
Yeah.
you're going to have
Yeah.
to stay inside, but not to get depressing, but the kids that are in abusive households,
Dude,
wives
they're
that are in
fucking
abuse,
stuck there.
they're stuck now.
yeah.
Like, ugh.
Well, even that, dude, like that on a community basis, like now's not the time to fucking sit by, dude.
Yeah.
Like if shit's going down,
like we're saying,
community.
I'm not going to say too much, but
No.
like we said, hold your neighbors accountable,
Dude.
hold everyone accountable,
Mhm.
because it's not a time to let shit fly.
dude, because now
That's all I'm
now-
going to say on
'cause
that topic.
I don't know the way that I see it now with things. If we go into this lockdown state, you're on your own.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of yourself.
There's gonna be government supplements, but it's only
Absolutely.
for sick people and shit.
Yeah. They
the,
have
the
to
government's not
prioritize.
stupid. They know what needs to be put in place for
Yeah.
people to have basic human rights, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be. It's gonna be limited.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be limited. You can't
Extremely.
just go to a psychologist one day because you feel sad anymore. Not for
No.
at least 2 weeks or
You
whatever.
gotta,
So
you gotta be ready
Yeah.
to
be open and available
Yes.
to your neighbors.
yes.
With any resources that you have, even if it's just knowledge-based resources,
Yeah.
give it up. It's not the time to hoard.
No.
It's the time to
No.
come together with everyone.
Yep.
But also, just hold everyone accountable. Everyone needs to start kind of pitching in.
I think
Yeah.
this is actually going to be a good time for people to kind of self-evaluate.
Fuck
as well.
yeah.
Go out there and just learn some shit. Go read a book. Go on Skillshare or something. Go learn something. Go
Yeah.
teach yourself something. Spend the time.
Bullshit. He
building
was
something
sorry. Go
yourself.
ahead.
No, you're good.
Bullshit. Everyone's heard of the fucking virus. Every other conversation that's going on right now. Fuck that guy. Yeah,
what-
fuck that guy.
What virus?
Yeah.
What virus? There's a coronavirus. Yeah, no, fuck that. Everyone's heard of this shit. I mean, unless I
Fuck
don't
that
know.
guy.
No, see, and that's no. There's absolutely he clearly
He's just
was
being a douche.
clearly was fucking with
Yeah.
somebody or something else because you no. It's a
Fuck
nationwide. Even if you're
It's
fucking
a
outdoors,
worldwide
dude.
pandemic.
Dude,
Unless he's been shut in for months now, there's no
Nah.
reason that he hasn't.
Nah.
Maybe he is.
So-
Maybe there's shut-ins
Nah.
out there. But yeah,
What year was it?
it's not sweet. Oh God, here we go. But I think another crazy thing is that maybe this was a good thing because maybe it's gonna. I mean, the last couple months have been a whirlwind for, especially just the nation alone. It's been a whirlwind for us. Like, just hectic chaoticness. It's caused a lot of separation between people. The last year has caused a lot of separation, and I think this is gonna bring people a lot more back together.
Yep.
Really?
No shit. A horror radio show on YouTube.
Fucking nice.
Yeah. Is it on this account, or are you starting a different account? Because if you're starting a different account, go ahead and post the name here so everyone that's in the chat can.
If you need actors, by the way, us three, we would be more than happy to help you out with that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude,
yeah, we'd
that's
love to,
tight.
and we're here to
plug your shit.
We'll promote
Hell yeah,
the hell
dude.
out of it.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
badass.
Yeah, post the name. It'll be a different one. Yeah, post the name of the account on here so that we can subscribe, and anybody that's watching can subscribe to it too.
Dude, and seriously, reach out because we would love to do some voice acting in the
fuck
future.
yeah,
So we've been talking about doing that for months.
We are huge into the voice acting stuff. We want to do that. So Walker did a voiceover recently for a new show, and I think it was fucking awesome. Like, it sounded professional as hell. So
it was like a Google
we
commercial.
here. We can do that. Look at that. We're already at an hour. That's easy.
Holy shit.
That's nothing.
Oh shit.
That's nothing. About to go grab a snack real quick though.
Yeah, I might need a
That little-
coffee.
For sure. I might hire you to voice. Oh hell yeah, we're here, man.
Fuck yeah, man. We got you covered.
We're always willing to work.
Hell yeah.
We love the microphone. We love the camera, and we love the microphone. We're here to help. Yeah. Do you guys want a snack real quick?
Here's some more coffee.
Sniggity snack.
All right,
That'd
we'll
be
go.
awesome.
We'll go in segments. So
Yeah.
All right.
somebody go first. Drake, you can go first.
Well, if I go out, I'm probably gonna.
Oh, smoke.
Yeah.
You fucker. All right, you want to go
All right,
first?
I'll
Do your
do
thing.
Anybody else want anything while I'm out there?
I'll grab it when I go out.
Coffee, I got you.
Thank you, sir.
We're here for you people. This is our live episode. We want to be here. Yeah.
This
Fuck
fucking-
that guy. Fuck Walker, dude. That kid sucks. I don't even know why you bring him on the show.
He's
He's
fantastic.
awesome. He's a great guy. But yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. Congrats on that. Like, we're here to help. We're here to subscribe to you and everything. Like, that's fucking sick. We love it. It'd be fun, something to do.
Oh yeah.
Like a horror voiceover show. Fuck yeah, I'd be down for that. What else should we talk about? What's some other lighthearted stuff? Obviously, we keep falling back into the Corona trap, but what else can we talk about? What's your go? Speaking of Corona, what's your go-to beer?
Go-to beer?
Wait, I know it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dead Man.
My man. He knows.
I knew
So
it.
it's Dead Man by Rogue Brewing.
Yeah.
It's fucking solid.
Really good shit.
Solid beer.
Really good stuff.
Plus I love the emblem. It's pretty cool.
It's like a Mayan.
Yeah, it's like a little Malaysian dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
but he's like mummified and
Yeah.
he's like holding a mug. And it's
Fucking
really
sick.
cool.
I love
It's
it.
really cool.
I would say my go-to is it's a seasonal one, but it's
Mhm.
probably my favorite seasonal one is Dogfish Head Sequence Ale. It's
Oh,
like black
yeah.
lime and sea salt and
Yeah.
everything. It's so refreshing when you're out kayaking
Nice
and
little
shit.
sour.
Oh, I fucking love it. What's your favorite spooky story? Ooh, so I've been watching a lot of there's a guy named Hollow
Mhm.
on YouTube. He does like video games, scary video games and stuff. And those have been really interesting. Scary stories, I would probably have to say the Norse like stories and
Mhm.
shit. They're not
Like the
meant to be
Wendigo and
horror.
shit,
They're
and-
not even meant to be horror, but they are.
You talking about the
like-
Brothers Grimm stuff or
No, like The Ritual, the movie The Ritual. That was like a
Oh,
Nordic.
yeah.
It was like a Nordic based
Mhm.
god, basically. Stuff like that's kind of cool. The Wendigo story is really fucking dope. That's Native Americans
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
have that in their mythos. I
I
guess.
can't remember which
Yeah.
actual like
Yeah.
origin tribe it came from, but yeah, that was
But
It's really intense
I'm
mythos.
big into the scary stories kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I love that. What's your all right, I got one for you. Speaking of spooky stuff,
mhm.
a video game, go-to video game that's not a suspense or horror. It's not meant to be,
Mhm.
but it feels like it is. And it's an awesome one. There's a go-to one that I can think of that I'm like, it's like my niche. And I'm like, God damn, like this is not meant to be that scary of a story. And it totally fucking is. It like freaks you out.
There was I remember playing Psychonauts on like the original Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And that was like it's super cartoony and it's super like fun and go lucky. It's like a Jack and Dexter kind of thing.
Right.
Or it's like a platformer, but the topics that they touch on, man, because you like go into people's souls and like you're a psychic, you know? So
okay.
it's like you're just this kid, you know, but then like you start to find stuff in people's heads, like as
Oh,
you're
shit.
like kind of traversing,
Like
because each head is like
dark?
a world as fuck,
Oh,
dude. Like
shit.
you learn the backstories because they're in like a school.
Mhm.
and to like teach them how to control their powers and shit. And they go into like this super sweet lady who's like the caretaker almost, or no, I can't remember what subject she taught, but you go into her head and like they never talk about her backstory, and it like inside of like where her soul is, there's like a ring of fire, and there's like children like crying and like, why'd you leave us? And like I remember finding that because that like her backstory.
You what? Oh, made a fresh pot.
Yeah,
that's some
Thank you,
crazy
sir.
shit. I would say
I'm all callous, baby.
I would say
These are working hands.
my go-to. Oh, that's nice.
You're a doll.
My go-to that's not a scary one. Firewatch.
Oh fuck
Because
yeah.
it's so suspenseful,
Dude,
but it's like an adventure game.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Like that game is amazing.
Did we ever finish up Blair Witch?
We didn't. No,
we
I
should-
didn't even beat it.
We should get back into doing that. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Well, if we're gonna be in quarantine,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly.
I was super scared of Zelda Ocarina. Oh
Yes.
Yeah, like the
Yep. Oh, the
like the mask salesman or what?
yeah. There was when you come back as Link for the first time after pulling the sword out, Master Sword. It like nice, dude.
Nice.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Where like the town's deserted and there's like all the zombie dudes
Yeah.
and like scream and they grab you.
Another
the,
one?
the Wall Masters.
Well,
Or-
yeah.
Oh,
Those are two. Those it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a dude with like all the hands and shit too.
The one that
And
got
grip.
me too as a kid, the ghost town in Pokemon
Yeah.
where they're all dead.
The music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a rumor that the music caused kids to have like serious suicidal issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of stuff from that time period, like the tunes that they were using or like the sound bits were like causing real big problems because there was even this like proverbial game
It starts with a P.
Yeah. Penumbra, I
No,
think,
no, it's-
something like
no,
that.
PL something.
Yeah,
Fuck, I want to find it because it's PL something.
yeah,
Game that like killed people.
What?
yeah. Well, like so there's a bunch of theories behind it as to like people that it was like placed by the government, like a bunch of these cabinets were placed in arcades to see the psychological effects because of the tunes that they were using was like subsonic on top of the actual music that they were using.
It was, what do you call that? Binaural beats.
Something like that. And it was like there were a couple documents. It's hard to tell if it was like an actual thing, but there were tons of testimony and tons of people that had talked about it, like having really adverse effects and like children like having seizures and like having really fucked up neurological problems down the road and like yeah.
I'm getting spooked.
Oh no.
I'm getting the spookies.
Oh no. Hey,
What
that-
Doritos? What? Not hashtag not sponsored.
not sponsored.
Not sponsored. While we're here,
Well, we are.
if you guys wanted to contribute to our Patreon.com or go to our merchandise website, Teespring,
really
it's in
hot.
the link down
It's
here.
really hot. I suffer for you.
You can buy a mug with our mugs on it,
Ow.
or you can go to our Patreon and you can pay, buy or get things for free. Patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. Go there, subscribe, because while we're in
Polybius.
quarantine, we need the money.
Polybius. I found it.
What is it?
Polybius.
Polybius?
It was a really shit game too.
Polybius.
I'm back, baby.
Yeah, here it is.
Baby.
Fucking found it.
Dude.
This game was haunted as fuck, and like it was an actual game.
I've never
And
heard of it.
It caused people to like kill themselves
Jesus Christ!
all the time. People were having like visions about this fucking game, and it caused people to like murder them or like to have some serious psychological issues. Yeah, do your thing, man. But yeah, I want to find like this thing behind it. Yeah, it was an urban legend that emerged in the early 2000s. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's an urban legend, so it wasn't real.
No, like people actually killed themselves over it though. But they were claiming that it was because of the game, but nobody could prove it, so they called it an urban legend. But
Interesting.
Yeah, because there was some pretty crazy shit that
It-
dove into about like the origins of where all the sound bits came from, and like the engineers were also attached to some other company that had their hands in like militant technological advancements at the time. It was
Right.
really crazy shit.
The game was part of a government-run crowdsourced psychology experiment based in Portland, Oregon.
Hey, question for you. When you go out and smoke, if you see any parking spots that are like on the road right here, let me know.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna pull mine up quick or closer. It should be called the medical depression special,
Yeah.
right? Jesus. Talked about the coronas. And it's fucking St. Patrick's Day tomorrow.
Drink up, bitches.
So like we're
gotta-
just sitting here talking about depressing shit and
You
it's
got to
supposed to be a
disinfect
fun
your
day.
insides, so
Yeah.
whiskey it up.
Disinfect your surroundings. Oh shit.
You don't want to come down with the sickness. Wow.
LOL medical. Yeah, it's so good. James, I love you. Thanks, man. Thirst. What's the name of the show gonna be called, dude? I want to know. Favorite thing to do when drinking alone? Cry.
Masturbate. Or both at the same time.
Yeah. Use your tears as lube. It's going to be called. Drum roll. All right, too much. What's it gonna be called? God damn it. Pissed. He's not gonna say it. Pissed.
You know what I'm gonna do over quarantine time?
What?
I want to build a video game development studio. I'm gonna hire a bunch of people that know how to build video games and manage them remotely from across the United States and have them build me a fucking video game.
Let's go.
We're gonna do
we
it.
already have voice actors.
We got voice actors.
We can create the game, the yacht game, where there's 3 people. You get 3 people in your party, and you have to survive on a yacht.
There you go. I like that. Zombie sharks and shit.
But you can do it online so that there's other yachts out there, and there's a bartering system as well.
Ooh. Okay.
But you can also be like a pirate, like ship. We're like out there stealing other people's shit.
That'd be kind of dope, actually. I think I would do that. But no, so I've had this vision for a video game for like the longest time. We've actually worked on like getting people to do this for me before. But imagine, all right, so your character is a teddy bear, right? So imagine this. So you're a teddy bear.
You were telling me about
and like you have to fight the like inner demons of like the child that you're trying to like protect, basically. So like, oh, the kid has like some issues with like the parents being abusive or something, and that manifests into like this like weird creature thing that you have to go fight off. And you're just like this fucking teddy bear that's like got like a wooden sword and some like cardboard armor going on like a Dark Souls style adventure, murdering the fuck out of some giant demon creatures.
I'm a fan.
Amazing.
There is a comic book that I read one time that is
that.
very similar to that. It's a teddy bear, and he's helping the little kid fight off demons and shit.
That'd be fucking amazing. Haunted radio. Oh, I would fucking love that.
Hell yeah. I'm in. Do you have the website or do you have the YouTube channel created yet?
We can get our voices real low for that.
And in the dark,
And all of a sudden,
he pulled out his penis.
Bernie showed up in the corner and was like,
Socialism.
Socialism. I'm Bernie Sanders.
once again, I'm asking for your help.
For your money. No shit. I'm gonna go real quick.
I forgot how good Cheetos were.
A month's worth of videos before I launch it. God damn. Trying to launch everything on there, I see. Holy shit. All right.
That's the way to do it, man.
Fuck, I love those burning ghost voices. Yeah, dude. Ghost Bernie. All right, I'll be right back.
Socialism.
If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call the CDC.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm asking your help. We could probably do a fake Morgan Freeman voice as well. No. Man. No, I think that doing voice acting would be like a dream job, to be honest. You just sit in there and you get to like play a character for hours at a time.
Yeah, it's pretty intensive. I've been looking into a lot of like interviews and stuff with guys that have been in that industry for a long time, like Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like he's done countless, especially after the Jedi movies and everything.
Hell yeah.
He's done a lot of interviews with like characters he's played and breakdowns and stuff, and
He's still the best Joker of all time.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But like that industry, like if you were really trying to go into it, like really trying to be a part of that, it's intense. It's intense. Like the auditions and stuff. It's not just like they contact you for a part and stuff. Like you have to. It's just like acting. Like you have to have a portfolio, a bunch of different stuff that you've done. You go in for auditions like you would for a part in a show or like a movie. So like you come in, they give you the context of the character, or you have it prior to going, and then you have to create a voice for that person. They don't give you like templates. They kind of give you templates, but like they chip and go as the audition happens to see if you can zero in. If you do, potentially get the job. If not, then next.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I think just like setting up like a voice portfolio almost to be fucking like a cool little side project to do, you know?
Why you sad?
Yeah, why are you sad, man?
Come on, tell us.
You could talk to us.
But yeah, it'd be a really interesting career to get into.
Definitely.
It'd be a lot of fun. I mean, talk to myself enough as it is. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm always just like making weird fucking voices all the time.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the middle of conversations. So it's like, might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
For sure. For fucking sure, dude.
Oh man.
Plus, it'd be interesting to just to really like play around with it. You know?
Yeah, just like, you know, always creating like a new character or like a new expression or something.
Yeah. Oh, that is a healthy mullet right there. Holy.
Oh, fuck. That sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Ah, shit.
Well, Illinois just did that, and so all the bars in Illinois are shut down.
Yeah.
And that's right across the street from us, basically. So,
Yeah.
talking about all the bars closing down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a damn shame. We're
Better
in
have a
Wisconsin.
home stock, B.
Yeah.
We are in the most heavily alcoholic sedated state,
Yeah.
and we need our booze. So,
People are gonna go nuts, man.
What was
No, go ahead.
No, it was really funny. There's a couple of channels that I've watched, like Funhouse and like Rooster Teeth and stuff, or like Achievement Hunter.
Coronavirus vaccine trial starts today.
Hey,
bam.
fucking get cranking.
That's what creates the rage virus.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna add mutations to it, and then suddenly it's fucked up.
Anyways, go on.
But they've made references and stuff, and they've kind of called out spots around us for like the alcoholism and shit. Like Funhouse, they were talking back and forth, and one of the people in that, named Elise, she like, it was like some really fucked up joke, and like, oh yeah, he must be from Milwaukee. Oh, it was fucking they were doing a gameplay of backyard wrestling for like
shit.
PS, or it was like original Xbox or like PlayStation 2. And it was like, oh yeah, this is Johnson Grappelson or something. And it was like, oh yeah, like they're fighting in his backyard, and this dude's just cooking. He's like, oh yeah, he's got to be from Milwaukee.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
For real though, I think we need to create that skit and a video game and like just go all out
Angry
for
British
content.
confused screaming. Oh yeah, I was telling him about my video game idea.
No, for the yacht one.
Oh yeah,
Or the
that'd be cool.
boat one. We need to do that. Like
Yeah.
a boat survival. And I said we should do a video game because he was talking about making a video game. And I was like, we need to do the boat one and then make it like online, and other people have boats as well. And there's a bartering system. And then you can also be like a pirate boat,
Pretty dope.
something like that.
Got to makeshift and build your own boat and stuff.
I feel like you would be an awesome game creator, like even like a director for like building a video game. Like, dude, honestly, you have like a creative ass mind. That would be fucking awesome.
And you've played a lot of video games,
Yeah.
so you understand the dynamics.
Mm.
Of,
like you understand like, the world building around it.
like
Maybe.
what makes a game meta. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I could see you doing that.
that's a fucking niche industry, dude. Like my brother, he went to art school to get into like the 3D design and stuff.
Yeah.
And for environmental shit. And I remembered like sitting as he was the apartment that we were in at the time. He was doing a 3D model of the interior of that apartment, just playing around with it. It wasn't for like an actual like project for school or anything. And he tried, dude.
Yeah,
tried for
but
fucking
you
months.
not so much the design
Mhm.
for you, more the
direction.
the script production,
Huh.
like the the dynamic of the game itself.
Right.
Like what causes that primal connection to that game? You know.
Yeah, that's where I think you would be. I think that's your niche, is like the script building and the story building,
Like the lore.
and the whole well, even just like the dynamic of gameplay amongst other players.
Huh.
That's what I think you could give. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. Let's see what kind of.
Angry British confused screaming. Oi! Oi!
No. Now we just need to find a game studio to work with
Yeah.
to make
Gonna
these.
build my own, man.
Just gotta
Let's do
get an indie one. Yeah.
We can make an indie game developer.
Yeah.
Dude, all you need is the Unity engine. Everybody creates on the Unity engine.
No, you need a little more, but
Yeah.
because you got to know how to develop on C++ and all this other shit.
What I'm
But
saying is,
Yeah, for coding and everything. I actually just watched a show that you guys should really fucking chime into, and everybody else that's listening. Explained. It's on Netflix. Awesome. We this last weekend binged more than a few episodes of it, and they covered everything from basic coding to it's like female orgasm to like viral contaminations to like every topic that you could possibly, even the history of tattooing and like the symbolism of like Polynesian tribes and like the significance of specific or symbols with those repeating patterns and stuff, and like what distinctions there are between the different tribes. It was really cool.
I need to watch the show now. That sounds amazing.
And they're in like 25-minute chunks. It's just the one topic, and they bring in specialists, like tons of content for these specific topics.
Dope.
Yeah, it's seriously.
I watched
cool.
one on YouTube. It's kind of cool. So it's like they do different topics, right? And then they bring in a scientist or an expert in that field, and that person they break it down. That person has to explain whatever the concept is to like a middle schooler, a high schooler, a college student, and an expert.
Yeah.
And they have to explain it in those terms.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was really cool. I watched one. It was what was it? The string theory or something like that. No, it was gene split.
Splicing?
No, CRISPR, like CRISPR,
gene editing.
Gene editing.
Yeah.
He had to explain it to a child, like a teenager, a high schooler, or a college student, and then like an expert. He had to explain it to. It's really cool stuff.
Huh.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
I don't know who does it. I think it's like it's one of, not Vice, but one of them. One of the big
BuzzFeed?
ones. BuzzFeed. I think it might be BuzzFeed actually that does that one. But it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, super interesting.
I
love when they do stuff like that.
I find it so funny that like we're seeing ourselves up here, and then I see like little commercials over there on the side.
I know. Just got a text from a friend. I'm ranting about how pubs should stay open or at least daily drink delivered to us. So it's funny because the place that I work actually is doing as part of their part basically for less contact. We're doing delivery or takeout options with limited contact. So literally you pay over the phone and everything, and we bring them to you at your car. And then we're also doing that for food and for beer.
Nice.
Because we can our beer in house. So we're like doing can deliveries and shit like that.
That's pretty
So
solid.
while we're open at least.
Yeah.
And who knows, we may be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've already talked with my upper management there, and we've discussed it. We will not be closing unless the government makes us.
Yeah.
So we'll be open. But just a very fluid time, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of variables that need tying up before any crazy decisions like that are being made.
Did you drink that beer yesterday?
No.
Oh, it's a good one.
I'll have to try it.
Try it.
But yeah, because even with the industry that I'm in with freight and everything, like because we handle import export from Canada.
We're
a lot
still
of
going.
that. Yeah, a lot of that.
Have you seen a reduction at all, like in deliveries,
like a
or in
flux?
loads?
I mean, we fluctuate quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just because we're a third party service, but
like in your total daily work, have you seen an influx at all, or like
not really? I mean, not enough outside of like our bulk stuff that it really has an impact on like our hours or the amount of freight.
It's
and
still
income.
just the amount of income, freight, and everything.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if that'll change. Like in the next
probably.
couple of weeks here, like if you'll start seeing a reduction in shipments and everything.
Maybe.
I just got a text from a place that I do not recognize, but they seem to want to meet with me for an interview. That's weird.
That's a coronavirus scare.
It's gonna give me the Corona computer
What
virus.
does your
up and they just
studio
cough
look
in your
like
mouth.
behind the camera? Oh, our studio behind the camera? The same as what it looks like right now.
Should we
It's
do
literally
I'm
a
gonna
little
show,
tour?
I'll
like
show you
rotating.
really quick. Okay, you guys narrate because I can't be near the mic when I do it.
Okay.
All right. So
So
So that's the locker. So that's
a
the garage
door.
door and stuff.
It's my forehead.
Heyo.
Yeah. Ooh, we got lights.
Oh, and they changed color too. Like, watch this. Ready?
oh yeah, let's
Okay, Google, change the office lights to blue. Fuck you.
Eat shit.
Never mind.
and then behind.
Got another desk back there,
Yeah.
and table, and an old sign from an old business, and my computer, and my notepad and shit.
It's pretty interesting.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was me.
Damn it.
Oh, look what you did. Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's fun. It definitely works a lot better than the previous place that we were recording.
Oh
a lot
God,
more
yeah.
breathe
Oh,
room.
God, yeah.
You know, just I don't know. It feels a lot more comfortable.
I agree.
You know, and we can be louder because we're not.
You know what we
backed up.
should have fucking done?
Hmm.
Should have bought that goddamn TV for this place so we could have just played video games in here and recorded content and everything.
You realize that there's a giant office like conference room in the other
True.
room that has a 90-inch television.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm sure they're gonna be cheap as fuck.
I was also thinking about like, if this shit actually does happen, I was thinking we'll take some of this equipment home with us
Mhm.
and we can just record shit at home.
That's true. We could definitely do that. I'm
Why
all for
not,
it.
right?
Yeah.
If we're gonna have nothing better to do, we'll just sit there and go live on YouTube or something.
Dude, I'm all for it, man.
I was telling these guys, I think it's kind of funny. I like to make light of the situation. I was telling these guys, like, if we go into a quarantine like this, there's gonna be so much so much availability for us to record content because we're gonna have nothing better to do than to play video games, eat food, and drink beer.
Dude, we should do the what we watched this week.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
we can do
shit.
that
Oh
too.
man, that'd be fun.
Because we gotta watch the movie.
The movie.
Mhm.
Oh, did we ever move that one video over to Patreon?
no, I have to move it
Oh,
over
we
there.
should do that today. That'd be
Yeah,
good.
I was gonna do that after we got done.
I can
recording,
remove
so-
it from the old YouTube channel and we can just transfer it over or something.
Yeah.
So
Do you have the files or do it? Because I think they're
think
on.
I have
Oh yeah, because they're on my hard drive, so I don't know if I have. I can get to them. So I think.
well, I still have access to the YouTube channel thing, so I can just download it from there. And
We should start
Yeah,
doing
the-
TikTok.
You got the
I got the hair for it.
TikTok now? Are we gonna do a TikTok? We're gonna have a what we learned this week TikTok now.
Let's
or
not.
we could just not do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
I
it.
was making light of
God,
that.
what did your hair just look like just now? I think it was Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp in Colin Farrell. One of them in the Imaginator. No, the
Passion of the Christ.
No, something of Dr. Parnassus. It's a really good movie, and it was actually the last movie that that Heath Ledger was in before he died.
Oh,
And
the
he
Imaginatorium or
yeah,
something? or-
Imaginatorium of Dr. Parnassus or something. And he died halfway through filming, so they brought in Colin Farrell and Johnny Depp to also play parts.
Yeah,
And they did it so fluidly, like you get confused
really.
who's who. And then they also explain why they're different people because of
Mhm.
like part of the
Right.
lore and everything. So it's really kind of crazy. It's a really good movie though. I think it's something that Dr. Parnassus. I don't remember the name of it.
Parnassus.
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 But no, for real.
Parsnip.
We should take the equipment home and then we'll
Yeah, I'm all for it.
we'll see if this kicks off. I don't know. We got till 2:30.
Yeah, you guys
to
take the
see.
equipment home. I want to take home that computer.
Yeah,
and-
fuck right off. That's mine. But yeah, and then we can that's what I was saying is that we'll just have so much more time to record content and everything.
Yeah.
We'll just be pushing shit out for you guys and
Just backlog stuff too.
yeah, we'll use it for later date stuff.
Dedicate it.
Some dark coffee.
Hell yeah.
It's good stuff.
We can do a 24-hour recording. You just watch
Oh,
us
for the fuck's sake.
live our
You're
lives.
just gonna see a lot of just
a lot of dicks. A lot of dick meat out.
Well, I'm gonna be in comfortable clothing.
We should live
We're just
stream.
naked.
We should just live stream.
So, loincloth.
Oh my god, what if we did
you might actually look like Jesus at
guys,
that point.
what if we did a quarantine
Well, when I
live
had my long
stream?
hair, probably.
Oh, yeah.
What if we did a quarantine live stream? We set it up in the living room
Mhm.
and we just hang out and like drink, play video games, shit like that. And it's just
24
it's just a
hours.
live stream of us in the room. And we call it the quarantine special.
That'd actually be kind of hilarious.
That would
Fucking
that'd be funny
amazing.
as shit.
Like if I don't have to go to work and shit, what the hell else am I gonna
Oh
do?
yeah, dude. Well, that's gonna throw off my fucking rhythm because I got the weird shift. So if I don't have to go to work for 14 fucking days,
Right? Like-
that's gonna be good.
You're just gonna see a lot of us eating pizza. And
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
beer.
yeah, we're just gonna be just the biggest. Oh, and I'll be uncomfortable clothes the whole goddamn
oh
time.
god, yeah.
Because I don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, your boy's wearing shorts.
Yeah, boy.
Your boy. Oh, your boy. It's your boy. Ooh, excuse me, please. Many stores see panic buying amid coronavirus outbreak. Yeah, no shit. Everybody's out there
Is
just
that a new
being
thing?
dummies. No, it's the same shit. It's a psychology.
This vaccine
problem.
is gonna cause the X-Men to come up. They're gonna mutate people.
You guys excited to see the new Mutants?
That looks
movie?
interesting.
Isn't that supposed to be a horror?
Yeah, I think so.
It's I don't know. It's what's nice is they haven't they haven't released enough details for it, which is good.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm pretty sure
nice-
it's supposed to be the first horror movie, though.
I hope so.
By
I hope it's like a thriller because I feel like what it is it's a containment for mutants. They're saying
Mhm.
it's like they're hospitalized, but I feel like they're quarantining
Mhm.
these new
the
mutants.
New Mutants. That's what it's called.
Yeah, the
it's
next the next generation of mutants, but in that quarantine where they have all these people and like they have the primary care woman or whatever. I can't remember what her name is.
Somewhere's already showing it apparently.
The fuck, is it out already?
No, it's not. It's not supposed to be out till the 3rd of April, but somewhere's already.
Maybe they launched it early because all the movie theaters are going to be on quarantine too.
Yeah.
So fuck, man.
So let's see.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I think what it is it's going to be like a breakout, or there's like 1 or 2 of the mutants that have figured out that they're mutants.
Interesting.
And are trying to manipulate the other mutants into like a mutiny that just think that they're sick because like that's
a mutiny. I like that.
Because I get the feeling that these kids that are in the New Mutants are like these patients are being just told that they're sick or that they need to be quarantined because they have some sort of virus and they have no idea that they are mutants.
Oh,
and so these other dudes that are like creating those creepy images and like the walls like having forms and stuff are actually people that are also in the quarantine that know like, hey, we're fucking mutants. We're the genetic difference. Why are we being held? And like trying to teach them like, you guys are special.
Right.
Let's fucking get out of here.
Oh shit.
But the only way to do that through their powers that they have is to
cause trauma, basically.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that'd be interesting.
But then again, I'm completely speculating.
Right.
I mean, that would sound fucking amazing. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Also, I finally watched The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah? What'd you think?
Did you watch it?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Great. I loved it. Honestly, I loved it.
It was my favorite out of the new trilogy.
I did not.
Which Skywalker are they referring to?
I did not see any of that coming.
Nah.
I did not anticipate her being who she
Leia?
was.
Mm-hmm.
Can we?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
All right, do you know the plot line of this trilogy? Rey and
Kylo reverting to the light side and all.
Well, okay, but you know that you like for the first 2 movies you don't know like who Rey is, right?
Yeah.
And they try to play it off as if she's nobody. No, it's Palpatine's granddaughter.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Well, not knew it, but like I knew it was going to be somebody
which
bad.
means Palpatine fucks.
Palpatine fucks. But the
with
crazy
that power
part is,
dick, that unlimited power dick.
So the crazy part is Palpatine's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to put her on the throne, the Dark Throne, and he raises like this army of the old, basically, and it's like a giant fleet of ships,
like zombie fleet, type thing.
And so she finds out who she is, obviously, and then obviously you already know Kylo Ren is Han Solo and Leia's son. And then so the craziest part about it is, though, they say the Rise of Skywalker because at the very end of the movie, Rey is there and she's like, there's some kid that asks her, or somebody asks her like, oh, who are you? And she goes, I'm Rey. And then she looks off into the distance, spoiler alert again, you know how you can have a Force ghost?
Yeah.
So there's a Force ghost of Luke and Leia, and she goes, Skywalker. So she adopts the name Skywalker because she was raised basically by Luke and Leia. So she's now a Skywalker.
Also because she'd probably get fucking murdered if she's
she
like,
said
I'm a Palpatine.
Yeah, I'm a Palpatine. And she doesn't want to be a Palpatine because it's a reference to the dark side. And she doesn't want, so she knows she has that in her. But she doesn't want it to be free. And then Kylo joins the light side, saves Rey, and like Force heals her basically back to life. But it kills him. So Kylo dies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking wild. It was a good movie, dude.
I gotta say, have you ever played Portal by chance?
Yes.
All right. So you remember GLaDOS, like the big robot thing? That's what
Palpatine's
is like attached to, like a big
no
GLaDOS thing.
shit.
So like when he's like floating around places, he's like attached to this big robot arm. Looking
That's
thing.
interesting.
It's really creepy.
What I love about this movie so much is that they go so deep into the dark, like the Dark Throne.
Dark side.
And there's like this Dark Throne where
like the
there's
lineage of
it's kind of cool. It's like, whoa, this is really dark. I like this. You know what I mean?
Some consider to be unnatural.
But no, I think
strike me down. Join the
I definitely think that was, I mean, out the gate, dude. Like even with the first one, when Solo dies, like it was clear just through that, like it took so long for people to figure out like why he did that. like why they killed him off in the first one, but it was to maintain that glimmer of light in Kylo, because it is, dude, it is forthcoming.
James,
man.
I did see that, and it was really fucking cool. I've been watching him, and they also there was another video I watched, and it was people on their balconies clapping for the healthcare workers out on the streets. They were like applauding them. But yeah, I've definitely seen those. It's so cool. I saw one guy was he was doing he must have been like in the city for a set, and they couldn't do it, so he performed his DJ set on the balcony.
That's
and like
dope
for everyone to listen to. It was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch the people coming together like that.
It is really cool.
Let's just hope that
it's refreshing.
If we go into a 2-week quarantine, let's just hope that
we take example.
The majority stays sane.
Yeah. Because there's always going to be the, like, not necessarily the outliers, but there's going to be people that take advantage of this scenario.
Yep.
And act out on that fucked up mentalities that they might have.
Always going to be there.
Yeah. But that's just the human condition. Like that's just, you're always going to get people like that. So hopefully they're able to maintain that sense of community and sense of togetherness that is going to be necessary in the broader spectrum and the bigger picture of this on a global standing. I mean, obviously I can't be in person with James and help dude out or fucking, or homeless or anything. Like we can't actively participate, but in a larger scheme, there needs to be that sense of community. There needs to be that sense of connectivity between everybody to fucking keep morale up, because this is, if we all start to get locked down, you go fucking stir crazy.
Yep.
And that idle hands mentality is like, you're going to start doing really stupid shit, or the people around you're going to start doing really stupid shit. But if we can maintain that, music in the streets, dude, like, and it sounds a little bit too cliche, but
no, that's a good way to put it though.
Like music is a fucking huge thing. And like to hear about, the DJs or the people that had sets or had performances that can't participate in because of those quarantines and those lockdowns. And the fact that they're willing to still try and reach out and to like
just connect with people,
interact, and keep people in that sense of hopefulness, because hopefulness is going to carry you miles versus, that fight or flight mentality, because everybody wants to fight.
Holy shit. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is going to be totally off topic, and I'm super sorry about this.
No.
Holy fuck, in the NFL world, has it been going crazy for any of you that watch the NFL? David Johnson just got traded to the Texans, and the Texans just traded DeAndre Hopkins to the fucking Cardinals, which you guys probably don't give a shit. This is insane. DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen play.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago, he was the first person ever to have 0 drops in a season.
Yeah.
Like he caught every single one that was thrown to him, which is insane. And the fact that they're trading him is fucking ridiculously stupid. So sorry, but all my football people, like I just read that and I was like, holy fuck, that is intense. Anyways, sorry, go on. Continue.
No, but that was pretty much it, man. I don't know. I hope that on humanity's sake, and I don't have faith in humanity, but I have faith in individuals. Just because the individual can make that stance, not in a larger scheme, but if a lot of people take example from, like even the core stuff, like applauding, like the healthcare workers and stuff, or people that are responding to what they can and trying to participate in keeping that health up and keeping that communal interaction steady.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff that'll perpetuate. That's the kind of stuff that'll bleed over and infect everybody else with that sense of community and hope.
And that's what
I think we should just go back to small communities, community-based places, or New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut. That's smart. Yeah, this is wild. Oh God. Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
It's a picture of Jason hiding behind a tree with a roll of toilet paper.
35 states and Washington, D.C. have closed public schools.
Fuck, man.
Wow. Coronavirus pandemic. So 49 states. Look at West Virginia is still surviving, dude. I don't get it. West Virginia.
Nobody wants to go to West Virginia.
West Virginia is the only state currently that does not have any confirmation.
Dude, my mom.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the video?
She protects us.
Have you seen the video or the post? And it's like North Korea, it says like the dates, it says North Korea confirmed case of coronavirus 1, and then it says like a week or 24 hours later, coronavirus in North Korea 0, and then it says 24 hours later, coronavirus 1 0 1 0. It's like they're killing them off. I'm like, God damn it, that's hilarious.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's funny
I need to show you guys something
because it's not us. U.S. Surgeon General, COVID-19 vaccine is not going to save the day.
No,
It's not going to save the day. No, I mean, the people that are infected are going to stay infected. Obviously,
yeah.
It is interesting. You know what I kind of wonder about too. So like, and this is probably, I don't know, this is probably crazy to think about, but so like we were talking about how chickenpox, the virus, because it's a virus that stays in your system, you can get shingles because of it.
Yeah.
What if coronavirus has like this secondary step to it for later in life that you can contract?
Yeah.
Like a shingles type
like
of thing.
a trigger moment.
Yeah.
In your lifespan.
Because it is a virus, so you
have
have it forever. So it'd be interesting to see if it has like a
prolonged fuse.
A prolonged fuse on it that it's like, what can you kind of like zombies?
All right, I got a conspiracy theory.
All right,
I got a huge conspiracy theory.
They're gonna come out with a second round.
No. So this is totally not true. This is just an idea.
Yeah.
All right. So
that's what we should do now. Now that's what we're into now.
Conspiracy theories. Let's do this. All right.
Now.
So the coronavirus is created by environmentalists that wanted people to finally take a hold of the global warming epidemic. So what they did is they created a virus that forced everybody into their homes and stopped using their vehicles and planes.
Yep. It's an environmental terrorist.
So now, because now nobody can use. Like they can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like all the
reduce
carbon.
Well, the crazy part is so
being reduced.
The one true fact to that is that they did a pollution map of China after the outbreak, and the pollution was down something like 33% over major cities.
Coronavirus is saving the planet.
Yep. What if coronavirus is Mother Nature's like implementation to say, hey, I'm done. I'm done. Like you guys have been doing this shit for too long. You haven't listened to me. Fuck off.
Because the thing, I don't know. That could be interesting.
Oh, now Pennsylvania's governor is talking on the COVID response.
No, I love watching like the
signers.
Yeah,
sign language. What a job.
I wanna learn how to sign. Because I saw a video the other day that was kind of sad. There was
looks like she's throwing up gang signs.
Well, no, but like if you like it was a video
for Walker,
dude,
by the way,
that had lost his hearing in like his late 20s, and he was with his significant other who was she was completely hearing, but she knew sign language.
Oh, okay.
And so they would go through the drive-through.
She was completely hearing.
Well, yeah, like she
had normal,
wasn't hearing impaired.
There you go.
But the guy was like, the significant other was like, they put in the order and they rolled up to the next window, and there was some sort of confusion, and the guy was driving, the guy who was deaf, and he was like signing and then like talking a little bit because he lived X amount of years of his life with hearing.
Okay.
And the person in the window was like, didn't know how to communicate with him, everything else. And so it became this huge fiasco where they're like, you're faking, like, get out of here. Oh. Like it turned into like this nasty little scenario. Jesus. So they kind of did like a dash cam interview about it. Like they were talking about like their experience with it. And that's kind of sad because, that's, you're in a customer service scenario. I mean, it's not necessarily like a mandatory thing because your chances of running into someone that's deaf in a drive-through,
it's very rare.
It's pretty rare, but still, like, to have that kind of knowledge in case you run into someone that is hearing impaired, or, even just a mock understanding of like Braille or like certain significance in like the strips, like they're being textured strips and crosswalks and stuff, like having an understanding of what it is that creates a safe environment for those people that are sight, hearing, and, like all of the impairments for senses, because like that's substantial. Dude. I'd feel terrible if I went through a drive-through and I was hearing impaired and to be like, call, like, dude, you're faking, or like, I don't know what to do to help you.
Right.
Like you'd feel more isolated than anything else,
That's true. I feel like kids should be taught to like sign while they're like learning the alphabet and shit.
Yeah.
Just learn words and
how they
interact with each other like that while they're learning English. Yeah.
I would love to learn a second language, and I know I still could, but I'm just like, I'm too lazy.
waiting for Elon Musk to cause the AI apocalypse right after this one.
Whatever, dude. Yeah, what the hell could April possibly bring to us now? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
because we've had something for every month now, and now I'm like, what the hell's April bringing? I saw one, and it was like Cthulhu coming out of the wall.
Oh, he was like coming on the beach.
Stretching.
There's the one dude with the torch.
Dude.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Favorite Cthulhu based or favorite Lovecraftian based game so far that I've been watching?
Sunken City.
Sunken City or the Sinking City.
I haven't played it yet, but it looks really
It's
cool.
really
dope.
cool.
I'll check it out. Maybe I'll get that over the
it's-
weekend.
about Cthulhu.
No, it's not, and
It's
that's
not?
the coolest part.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
But it is Lovecraftian though.
Okay.
I did like I a lot of people talk shit, but I did like the Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool game.
Well, they remade it, didn't they?
They fucked up a little bit on the plot. Like it was a weak plot line, and that was the only problem with it.
Well,
The original storyline came out like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
well, I mean, like it's based on the actual book called Cthulhu
Yeah.
as well. So I know the book wasn't super intense. It just was more
Yeah.
along the lines of just like conspiracy and shit like that. But it was,
Technically, the best Lovecraftian games would be
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Well, Bloodborne took influence from
Yeah,
that. It wasn't a direct
It's not
storyline.
direct.
Right, but
There-
it's still Lovecraft.
Except for the moon entity, which is kind of a Lovecraftian
Yeah.
creature, but it's really loosely interpreted.
There needs to be like a
The moon, or the moon essence.
there needs to be a video game where it's like a mixture between Dead Space and Bloodborne, where you fight like you're in the future, like on like rocket ships and all this
Okay.
shit, fighting Lovecraftian creatures on different planets and shit. So you travel to places and like your job is to hunt these fucking creatures down and make sure that they don't.
So like if
Kill the human
Cthulhu,
race.
Mass Effect.
So like if Cthulhu was like a species on a planet.
It's like you're like a Lovecraftian exterminator having to go to these planets and clear the way so that way humans can take over those worlds.
That's interesting.
That'd be really interesting.
And then
So
you
it's-
find out you're the bad guy.
yeah, exactly.
Well, we're always the bad guy.
Always.
Humans suck.
Because I mean, if you think about it, like anything that's like exploratory
Mhm.
based in like its core reasoning for why you're going somewhere, like you are the bad guy. You're
That-
killing everything that's native
True.
and like making space for your people to come in.
That would be an interesting plot point. Actually, make it so like you're literally spreading humans around
Mhm.
like an actual disease. Like you follow like actually how disease spread,
Yeah.
and you make that like how the map works out in your favor.
The
That'd be
human
interesting.
virus.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Well, we are a plague.
We are a plague on
We're the
society.
best kind of plague.
COVID is
We're the best kind of
Yay! COVID is proving that
Mm-hmm.
craziness. Sorry, we're all still watching the
Yeah, we're
the
just
news-
kind of
the
peeking
media
around.
station here. Yeah, Newt Gingrich was just on and said that he's in Italy amid the coronavirus outbreak, and he said that the United States needs to prepare big. Apparently, I mean Italy right now is hit the hardest. They
Yeah.
are the worst of the worst. I don't remember what their death toll is over there, but
Fuck,
they
man.
are fucking hurting over there right now.
Yeah.
So shout out to Italy. Hope all is well.
Yeah.
Damn, they just got dead people everywhere. Wow.
That's yeah.
That's what
Fuck
that's
me,
sad.
man. This shit is insane. We got what now? Oh, sorry, man. Oh, we got an hour and a half left before we got to hear the White House briefing. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think he's going to do it? Think he's going to quarantine us?
I guarantee it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think
a mandatory quarantine, or is it going to be like a? Is it going to be like a curfew?
There's probably gonna
daily
be curfews and shit. Yeah. Because there's no way that they're going to be able to monitor everybody being home, but they're going to probably set parameters for everybody to be out and about.
Yeah, I would, if at the least a curfew.
I would say a
Um,
curfew.
I just hope it's not like a martial law type situation. So that could be bad.
Well, back on the conspiracy theories,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people think is going to happen, is that it's going to fall into a martial law effect and that they're going to force us to stay in our houses kind of thing and then
Yeah.
take over everything.
Well, the anonymous video that got released had touched base on that as well.
Wait,
And
there
it
was
was-
an anonymous video?
Yeah,
of that?
Anonymous
yeah.
released a video.
Recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It was like-
for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What did it
and
say?
a part of that was footage of this guy, which kind of leans onto like the healthcare and stuff of how overwhelmed they are in general.
Yeah.
Because with implementing that lockdown, it's a video of a dude basically like pleading for the video to go viral, and they played pretty much his entire video that he had taken of this dude in a room, and his sister had passed away in that room.
Yeah.
And it was him talking about like, I've reached out, I can't get anybody to come get her body, like, and you know, like that's how disconnected it is, you know. And he was just saying like, okay, you know, in his perspective, in his scenario, like Italy has forsaken him, like he's on his own, you know. And it's tough. And I can't imagine being stuck in a scenario like that. But they wanted to publicize that like that's how clinched everything is right now. That's how unprepared. That's how devastating it could potentially be.
Yeah.
You know, taking
really
that as
sad.
reference, you know. But that was another piece that they had touched on during that video, is the potential for them to lock in, at least with the U.S., martial or any type of militant upstanding. You know, like there's potential in that power being taken, that the rights have been being taken because of the scenario, because of a pandemic level
threat.
But it's up in the air.
That's really fucking scary.
It's up in the air to see what happens in an hour.
So
how they go about it.
I was just reading too. Major U.S. retailers, Nike, Abercrombie and Fitch, and a bunch of other ones have just stated that they're going to close all U.S. stores for 2 weeks. Most of Las Vegas has closed its strip, except for a few of some of the casinos are staying open. Let's see. Apple has closed most of its stores outside of central China, it looks like. What else we got here? The 13 airports have been funneling their international transport people to screening area, cleaning and restocking. That looks like that's nationwide. Right now, that's about all that I'm seeing. So, I would not be surprised if if Trump does, and at least does a closing of all non-essential facilities.
Yeah,
at the least. Maybe not a 14-day full quarantine, but at least a non-essential facilities be closed for 14 days.
Yeah, before I head home, I might have to pack up some of this stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pack up a bunch of it. Yeah, Adam. What else you missed is we are probably gonna be taking our equipment home with us, so we can record some shit there. If we're gonna be on lockdown, we might as well just record away. And
yeah, definitely.
Walker, you can come over. You just gotta
stay there forever.
You just gotta navigate your way to us. That's all. Otherwise, we'd be happy to have you. But yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting. We're waiting on the White House briefing at 2:30 to see what they have to say, and then we kind of just go from there at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild, man. You think about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we all thought like
just gonna blow over.
It's a thing, but like, how bad is it? We had started getting a couple cases in the United States, and now, I mean, seriously, that's how quick this is going, and that's why they're doing these shutdowns so vigorously, because it was 2 weeks ago that nobody here was really that worried about it.
No,
and now we have
not going to happen on our soil.
A full pandemic on our hands. I mean, we have one state left that doesn't have any confirmed cases.
Yeah.
And we've had one confirmed case in the county just south of us here, which I think there's actually technically a couple. They just haven't brought it to light yet.
Yeah.
I hope they close down FedEx. People are afraid to sign the scanner.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame them. Fuck that. I mean, it's self-preservation at that point. It's a job, dude. Like, I can get another one.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand it hurt. This is going to hurt small businesses. It's going to hurt, restaurants. It's going to hurt, everybody's going to be hurting here. And I feel for the small businesses. So for right now, what I can say is any small business that has restrictions, but is still open, say like bars and restaurants that are still doing takeout and stuff, go support those. Don't go to your McDonald's. Don't go to stuff like that. Go to these local ones, because they operate on such a small margin that they're going to it's going to hurt them. It's going to close a lot of stuff up, I think, for a while, because people are losing their ass on this. And, and nothing against big co-op or big corporations or anything, but they're not going to suffer. They're going to lose $500 million, $1 billion and be fine. These small businesses, they're operating small. I mean, they operate in the red a lot of times for restaurants, especially. So go to the small ones if they're open, or another really cool thing that I actually read up on that I think is an awesome idea is go to these places before they close and buy a gift card through them, so that you can use it at a later date when it blows over, but it gives that company money to access immediately. Yeah. So go to these restaurants, go to these local places, buy gift cards or whatever, and just stock it and wait until the shit blows over, because I mean, it's going to hurt. Yeah. Definitely going to hurt.
Because if the potential 14 days, that's a lot of revenue lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the guys that rely on it, like the in pocket, or like you had said, the operating in red, that's do or die. Like that's intense stuff, dude. Like that's
New Jersey governor just announced he'll sign executive order to close all schools for 2 weeks. So New Jersey's now in there too. So that's 40 states now that have closed their schools. 40 out of 50 states, guys, have closed their schools.
It's real shit. Real shit.
I mean, we should have known this was going to get bad when a trillion-dollar business like the NBA, like the NHL, like the MLB were canceling their stuff and were going on hold.
Yeah.
That should have been our first indicator, because money make the world go round, and all non-essential travel is discouraged. Okay. But yeah, I mean,
That's probably what we're gonna get.
Yeah, we should have known that when stuff like that was closing, like this shit was gonna hit hard.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm interested to see how this all pans out, plays out.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. We'll see. What else we got? We're on 2 hours here. 2 hours. Damn. What do we think, boys? Should we keep operating, or?
I got no other plans. I just gotta make it home at some point.
I just gotta get. We just gotta get food and get this stuff home.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
Like worst case scenario, we can chime back in after
all this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
that might be good.
Do that.
Come
Guess we'll
back
take a little
after.
break.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
take a break. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, like we
thank you
said
guys.
before,
Yeah.
stay safe out there.
Yes.
Make sure that you're, staying sanitary, keeping your distance from other people. Unless you have to be close next to somebody or something. We just want you guys to be safe and be healthy.
I haven't. No, sorry. Not to.
No,
You're
you're
good.
I just gotta. No, I haven't, dude. I wanna check it out. I know MacLeod has been releasing shit like crazy for like the soundtrack and everything, so I'll have to check it out.
Was that for what?
I'm super
For
stoked.
Doom.
Oh, yeah, Doom was
Doom
fucking
Eternal.
amazing. Jesus.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, stay
man.
safe out there, guys. Stay aware. Hold yourself accountable. Hold your neighbors
Yeah.
accountable. Like, just help out.
We
be a
love you
part of
guys.
the
We just want
community.
you guys to stay safe.
Yeah.
That's all. So,
For sure. And we'll stay in contact. We'll still, like I said, we're bringing our stuff with us, so
Yeah.
we'll be going live here and there and chiming in. So.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Thank you guys very much. The mandatory subscribe, like to the channel, all that fun
check
stuff.
us out on Patreon.
Definitely
We
subscribe
bud.
now, because
Wash your hands, Stu.
yeah, wash your hands. Definitely
Stay safe,
subscribe.
bud.
Stop eating butt. Just temporarily. Just temporarily. But like and subscribe. Go to our Patreon. I don't know. Go to our Teespring.
Yeah.
Nobody's got money to do that right now, but
Yeah, save your money right now
just
until after this
save
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah, save it for
take care
right
of yourself
now.
and your family.
yep. But we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we
and,
love you guys.
We'll see you. We'll keep you updated. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Signing off.
Adios. Bye. Where's the end stream? There it is. Bye.
Okay.